Welcome back to Isimo. If you're watching this Wednesday, January the 4th, Dab and Play Games helps us out a lot with everything on our Discord and our Patreon and our Twitch. And he is going to be live streaming my girlfriend's episode tonight at 6 p.m. at twitch.tv/dabandplaygames. Please give him a follow and subscribe to his channel because he helps us out a lot. Right, Joel?
He's everything.
Right?
He does.
Melvin?
Yeah, he saved Joel's life 4 times.
He did save Joel's life. He really did save Joel's life.
That's no exaggeration.
Not
he did save
4
my life.
times, 1 time.
One time. That's all I needed to know. After that, after he saved my life, I was like, this is kind of a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. No, real good guy. Yeah, real good guy.
This episode is long and I was challenged not to edit it and put it out. So just to let you guys know, if you're not aware, before Melvin, Daniel, and Joel were part of Isimo, there was a different cast until July of last year. So the majority of this episode has to do with that towards the end. And I just wanted to give a warning. If you're not interested in listening to anything about that, then this is probably not the episode for you. All right? Have a good day. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.
I don't think you should put it out.
Actually, now that I think about it, just delete the whole thing.
Hello and welcome back to Isimo. My name is Gerardo Larcon.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And I'm Melvin Diaz.
And on today's episode, we wish to extend to you an invitation to like and subscribe and comment down below. Even though last episode we're supposed to have 100 comments for Joel to do stand-up, and we didn't hit that.
We didn't hit.
And you guys failed. You guys failed us, you guys failed Joel, and you guys failed the world from having Joel do stand-up.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
And I am very happy you guys failed because I would not be a good stand-up comedian. I'm not going to do stand-up.
Also, Melvin failed though.
Melvin did fail.
Yeah, because I said 500 followers, which would have been way easier on Twitch.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's Twitch.
Speaking of Twitch, Melvin, Joel, and I will be live this Thursday, January 5th on twitch.tv/Isimo World. Come by, say hello. We'll have a live meet and greet with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you there.
Twitch is our life.
Yeah, Twitch is awesome.
Twitch.tv/Isimo World.
Yeah, I'm just really disappointed. I thought 100 comments was going to be easy peasy for you guys, and I'm really disappointed.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You know, people are busy. They just want to watch. They're just listening to it. They don't got time to fucking comment. You know, people are driving in the car. They listen to it when they're driving. They don't want to fucking be texting and driving.
Also, it's like coming out. It's like, oh, I don't want people knowing that I listen to Isimo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm really disappointed.
Yeah,
because you should be doing stand-up.
No. Hey guys, I appreciate the people that did comment. Appreciate you very much. I love you so much. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support. If you couldn't comment, it's okay. Next couple months we'll do it again. We'll try again. So I'm not gonna do stand-up.
No, but it's still open. If you comment on the last video, if we get to 100 comments before the live show, he has to do stand-up.
You have to do stand-up, yeah.
That I don't. No. Don't comment. It's over. Comment on this episode. On this episode,
No, save your comments for this episode and comment in the last episode. Yes. And if we get 100 episodes, he will still do stand-up comedy.
It has to be 100 unique comments.
100 episodes?
Yeah, 100 unique
100
comments.
episodes.
Don't be leaving a bunch of letters and separate different comments.
Yeah, that shit was annoying.
Well thought out comments. If you're just texting, like one guy was doing like one word per comment.
That's what I'm saying. That shit was annoying.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. But I appreciate it because that's still a lot of time and effort. But don't do that. Fake fan. Don't do that. Don't do that. But anybody who did comment, I appreciate you. And who knows? Maybe if it doesn't get to 100, maybe I'll still do it. No, I won't. I don't want to lie to them.
Well, welcome back, Melvin. How you been? Dude, what you been doing?
Dude, I've been good, man. I hope you guys had a good New Year. It's the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Have
you been drinking around town all the time?
No. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you guys. I haven't drank since Christmas Eve, and I'm going to cry. yeah, I haven't just drank since Christmas Eve.
Okay, wait. Joel, is he lying or not?
Let me look at you. Okay.
You see this?
Okay, he's fine. He's lying. He's definitely lying. He's definitely fucking lying.
No, I haven't drank since Christmas Eve. I'm going to do dry January and see where that takes me.
I thought he was going to say, I'm going to do drunk driving.
Don't do that.
I'm going to do dry January. I've been feeling good, man. I hate hangovers, so it feels really good to wake up and just be fresh for the day and everything.
And dude, when you get sober on December 24th, what happens December 25th?
Jesus Christ, baby.
No, he's not real.
Yeah, okay. No. You get gifts, dude. You get gifts.
Yeah.
And then what happens on January? What's today?
January
3rd.
You get gifts.
I got gifts. Gerardo and his wonderful girlfriend gave me gifts.
And if you fucking drink, dude,
I'm going to take your
Take it back.
I'm going to take your life.
Take your soul.
He gave me a bottle of Jack for my for a Christmas present
He doesn't.
because I'm a lost cause.
Yeah, what?
Oh.
He's like, I'm a lost cause.
I
He's
also
like,
paid for the internet.
oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I paid for.
I'm eternally
And
grateful to Gerardo.
we gave you 2 shirts.
No, I'm saying like you want him to get sober. You're happy for his sobriety, but for me, like you gave me a bottle of Jack because you're just like this
I
guy.
love Theojo, dude.
This guy's gonna fucking get drunk and shit, dude.
But
I got 2 shirts.
Yeah. He did too. He did too.
Oh, you got 2 shirts?
Yeah.
2 shirts.
Melvin though, he's like, Melvin drinks. He's like, bro, I don't like that.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah.
It's not for you guys.
Dry Jan. What if you do dry January? Are you gonna extend it for the rest of the year?
If I feel good, yeah. If it depends. Yeah.
You're coming this Thursday, right?
Yeah,
For the stream.
yeah,
Yeah.
So this Thursday we're streaming. Melvin's not drinking, but Joel's getting drunk as fuck.
yeah. I'm getting drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no, at this age, at this point in my life, I am not getting drunk as shit anymore. Unless like rare occasion, you know what I mean? No, when was the last time I got hammered?
New Year's.
Exactly. No. The last time I went to San Diego was like,
Christmas.
was like, no, not even Christmas. We drank a little bit. I drank a little bit Christmas, and I drank a couple beers. That's it.
There's that one time where you came home and I asked you who dropped you off, and you were like, "Gay guys."
Oh yeah, but that was
November.
that was a live show.
Oh, that was the live
That was
show.
a live
Yeah.
show. That was a live show. See,
We made the
we're
live show.
old, baby.
Yeah,
We're 27 years old.
Yeah, time's flying, dog.
that's not old at all.
I know, but the hangovers are starting to
the
destroy.
hangovers are starting to they take away the whole next day.
Yeah, literally the whole next day. And then whenever I'm hungover, I'm like, I can't wait for tomorrow
Yeah.
when I feel regular.
Yeah. And then you drink again the next day and you're just like, fuck.
Nah, I'm a good boy, dog. I'm fucking Jehovah's Witness, bro. I don't do any of that weird ass shit like you do, bro. Nah, I don't get fucked up anymore, though. It's
Yeah,
a
when
good
I
thing.
learned about the hair of the dog shit, I was like, wow, this is kind of lit, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't know either.
Hair of the dog.
What's that?
Isn't it called, or I don't know, tail of the donkey or some shit like that? What is it? Where you drink the next day to get rid of the hangover.
That's just, I don't know, being fucking dope.
bro.
And shit. Being fucking sick.
Being sick as fuck.
Being fucking sick with it, dude. No, I didn't know I had a name for it.
Were you a dog hair guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never heard that term, but yeah, I used to do that a lot.
Yeah, they have to comment below hair of the dog, right?
No, I don't think that's even a real thing. Maybe at your time.
Oh,
No, just a little bit older.
Back in the 80s?
You were born in the 80s, huh? 89?
No, I was born in 90.
Oh, well, I mean,
We're all 90s babies. We're all the same age.
I'm 95, baby.
I'm 90.
You're 96, huh? You're 94.
I'm 95.
Oh, how do you feel about your 30s?
Dude, I don't even know if I'll make it to 30, but
Did we talk about this earlier?
yeah,
before?
we're talking about mortality, but yeah, I feel good, man. I feel good, and I'm sticking to my New Year's resolution.
See, the thing about you getting sober the first time was that you had a date in mind that you were going to stop being sober. The hard part about getting sober is staying sober. You know what I'm saying? But it's easier to stay sober than to get sober. We'll be back after these messages.
Was it hard?
Dude, yeah. Honestly, it was a little challenging because I did want to drink on Christmas. I did want to drink on New Year's. Like when I did the whole break last year, I was just like, for the first month, I didn't even think about alcohol. But this time, I was just like, every time I had like a moment to myself, I was like, man, I just want to be sipping on something. You know what I mean? And like that's what I miss the most, just to be like chilling, watching the show, whatever, and just be sipping on something. So I like made smoothies and things like
Alcohol
that. I drank
smoothies?
juice.
Alcohol smoothies or
No, just like fruit smoothies and stuff like that.
He's
And I
like,
was
I'm
just
not drinking. He has vodka in his smoothie.
I was just like sipping on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, and then like I went to an event yesterday, and I really, really wanted to drink at the event.
what event was this?
It was college football, college football, baby.
Yeah.
College football.
College football. Penn State versus
Utah.
Utah.
And we put, dude, for the first time in our life, I put money up on a sport game.
And did you win?
We won.
Ooh,
That's
how much-
why I was so hyped. My boy, he put up a stack, dude, just a bunch of money, and he won a bunch of money. I put something, put something nice, something young, you know what I mean? Something just something in there.
Yeah.
And I ended up winning, and it felt awesome.
Did you get a bug from him? Do you feel like you're gonna do it over and over again?
No.
No? Damn it. Penn State, huh? Was that basketball? Baseball? I mean football. My friend went to Penn State, dog. My homie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, past the
Did he
graduate.
die?
It's a woman. No, she's alive.
Oh, okay.
She does a lot of drugs though.
Oh, so.
We'll cut this part out. She did.
Watching. But yeah, no, it was at the Rose Bowl. You've been to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I went to the Rose Bowl for the soccer game with Mexico versus Peru.
Huge stadium. 95,000 people were there yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and it was fucking.
You guys never
awesome.
asked me how I'm doing. I ask you guys. I make sure to ask you guys every week to check in on you guys. And
Yeah, we're talking about football. What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
Football fucking
dog.
sucks.
Gerardo, how are you today?
First of all, football sucks ass.
Football does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football's the worst sport.
Yeah, football sucks, dog.
Yeah, football is boring as shit, dude. And
Yeah.
I know people say, "Oh, you don't understand it, you don't get it." It's true. I don't get why someone watches bullshit, dude. It's the most boring sport.
Yeah.
There's only action for like 10 seconds. Stop. Boom. Ba da ba ba.
Yeah.
Ba da ba 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 ba. I only like two sports.
What? It's wrestling and fucking.
No, it's just fucking MMA.
Oh,
There's the stakes are too high. The stakes it makes every second fucking exciting. You're nervous as shit. You're sweating. Other sports is like boom, relax, relax, relax. I can't do it.
No, but football's never relaxing. You're always worried about the players, and it's like, why are we doing that? Why are we putting people in danger in order for us to have a good time?
That's true.
Only one person's died on the football field. Yeah, but like even then, it's like.
It's the most dangerous sport.
It's the most like people. Oh, they're not dead, but they're walking around after the fact with no knees and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, concussed, heavily concussed.
Yeah.
They go face first, like they just throw themselves into people's bodies.
CTE.
Man. CTE is crazy.
Suicidal thoughts after that.
Yeah, that's the worst sport for that.
So, anyways, how was your year? Thus far,
My what?
Your year thus far.
I've been having trouble sleeping.
Oh, you have been telling. What is that about? What's going on?
I don't know. How do you guys sleep?
I have a theory why.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, we wake up late. Sometimes we wake up. That's the first thing. We wake up pretty late sometimes, right?
No, but that's not the issue with me though. Go for it.
But you try to go to sleep at like 3 or 4, and then but it's already like the next day.
3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah. It's already like the next day, right? So it's gonna be hard to go to sleep. It's already the fucking next day. Your mind's like, all right, let's go wake up, right?
Yeah.
But you're still trying to go to sleep. I think we should introduce more physical activity in your lifestyle. I feel to drain your energy, to just get you to fucking exert as much as you can in a positive way. Right?
Do you have a theory?
No, I don't actually. No. Oh. I don't know. But I agree with Joel.
Well, describe your insomnia.
Joel just wants to see me sweat. That's disgusting.
Well, describe your insomnia. Like, what is it? Like, are you not sleeping for days on end or what?
No, not like that anymore. But it used to be like that. But I feel like my body is tired of being that. Which I don't know if eventually in my life I'll eventually just be tired at night. But I'm just not tired when I go to bed. But like I'll be tired as fuck driving home. You know, like if me and my girl go out and she sleeps. When I'm with my girl, I can sleep. But even then, like I've been having trouble sleeping when my girl's here too. So like it's easy for me to just pass out before. But like I talked about it on the Patreon episode with my girlfriend where I just cannot sleep. I wasn't able to sleep on a night. But when we were watching TV, I slept while we were watching TV. You know what I mean? Mm. I told Joel before we moved in that I wanted my desk away from me. I felt like that was the problem. But then... Yeah. And it worked. It worked for however long. I would wake up early as fuck and not be consumed with work while sleeping because I'm not looking at my computer screen. And then, I don't know, it is like a mixture of overindulgence of like not being really like, what is it called? Having a structure where I don't do certain things and then go to bed, you know? Like, okay, everything's off. I'm going to bed now. It's hard to turn off, you know? But he's saying go jog and shit. It's like
I'm trying to help your wife out. You know what you should do? You ever, when I had trouble sleeping, I put on something that I've watched over and over and over again, and it kind of just puts me to sleep. Yeah. First of all, I need the fan to go to sleep. Without the fan, it's like pretty impossible for me to go to sleep. Yeah. Like when our fucking lights went out, our power went out, I had no fan. I couldn't go to sleep until like the fucking morning, 4 or 5, when the lights back on, and then I put the fan on. That's what I need first step. And then if I can't do that, I put on a podcast that I've heard over and over and over again, where it's like I'm not really like trying to listen because I know what's going to be said, and it just kind of calms my nerves and relaxes me. I listen to Brendan Schaub and Theo Von when Theo Von wears a green shirt. I don't know what number it is, but the first 20 minutes is super fucking amazing podcast stuff. So I listen to that every single time when I can't go to sleep, and it just kind of like calms me down and let the nerves fall off, and I just get really tired and sleepy. That's what I do. That's my method.
I used to listen to Ari Shaffir before going to sleep because then it would knock me out.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Just Ari Shaffir's voice. But no, it's true. Joel does. It's very loud, and I hear you listening to Chris D'Elia every night.
He's my favorite comedian. No, he's not. He used to be when I was a younger man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would never say favorite comedian though. He was never my favorite.
He was my favorite when I first started getting into the comedy scene.
Yeah.
I started watching comedy.
Yeah, he was kind of like the guy that was like, yeah.
It was a dude popping off, going crazy. I saw him at the Ice House. Dude, it was Ice House. No, it was a fucking Chris D'Elia, Bill Burr, Tom Segura, Ari Shaffir, Joe Rogan, Brian Callen.
Yeah.
$15, dude.
Yeah, I think I might have been at that show.
Yeah, it was like they used to do the Ice House every 2 weeks and shit. Yeah. So that's right. I remember he just walked on stage and people were already laughing and dying, dude. I don't know why. It was such the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
He had the fastest rise out of any big comedian.
Yeah.
Because he I think it was just the perfect storm of like his robust comedy style plus Vine. He blew up on Vine, and then he was an actor on a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
So I think his 10-year journey was like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
like I don't know. I think it's like his dad's like a director, right?
Yeah, like a
so
famous producer.
I'm pretty
and shit.
sure when he started doing comedy, he didn't have to worry about like money.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, so he can just do
It was
comedy every
nepotism,
night.
baby.
Yeah, he can just do comedy every night, and not have to worry about the bills.
Yeah.
Not have to fucking struggle per se. Not have to fucking work 9 to 5. So
I would argue that he didn't have to struggle ever. But obviously now is kind of a struggle.
Well, now it's a
obviously.
different struggle than like being broke and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came up fast and Vine. That's when I first like kind of started hearing about him. But he did a good job at kind of taking advantage of every social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't you just watch the Chris D'Elia documentary for to fall asleep?
No.
That's pretty scary, dude.
Yeah, dude.
No, dude. I think when I get like that, when I just like get stuck in the process of like, I'm not tired when I'm supposed to be tired, and I'm tired when I'm not supposed to be tired. I think I just force myself to not sleep for like 24 hours.
No, see, that's what I can't do that.
Really? Yeah. I mean, it's difficult, but like it always helps me. It always just
Because
like,
it's just the cycle doesn't end. When I try to fool myself, it's like the brain power is still going where I'm trying to be like, oh, I can conquer this somehow, you know? But like that night where I was trying to be cute with Joel and I was like, what do you get at Starbucks, dude? And you're like, the nitro cold brew vanilla. What is it?
Oh, vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, let me get a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. Make that 2 of those. You know what I mean? It was like what, 5 p.m.?
Oh, you got 2 of those for yourself?
No. I was with you. Fool.
Oh, yeah.
But what does Joel do? Joel's like, no. Give me an iced Americano. No warning to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I thought it was a cute thing. He was trying to get my drink. I was getting his drink. We might have sex later, you know, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I thought too.
Right. But no, dude. Come to find out, you didn't get it because you didn't want to stay up till noon.
Which is, I warned you.
No, you
I
did
did.
not.
I don't like drinking because it's fucking strong. I've been putting him on drinks recently, dog.
is that really strong? What's it called?
The vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Yeah.
Can you text it to me?
Yeah, vanilla sweet cream
It's
cold brew.
insane. If coffee hits your tummy, I don't know what the fuck cold brew's gonna do to you. This is coffee we're talking about.
Yeah, there's like vanilla syrup in
Well,
there.
I take
milk.
it. Well, I mean, I take shit that's not good for me when I don't have plans and I know I'm staying home. You know what I'm saying? Like I get Chinese, like heavy Chinese food, original Chinese food.
Oh, dude.
When I don't have any plans and I know that I'm staying home that night. you know
Chinese
what I mean?
food. I hate Chinese food. I'm starting to hate Chinese food because it always
you eat
like,
too much?
No. It's just like everywhere I go, it's like all greasy and awful. Like I
Yeah.
want to go someplace where it's not as it doesn't have to be that greasy. Everywhere I go, people recommend me. Oh, go here. It's all fucking greasy, filthy.
Do you like other types of Asian food, like Japanese food, Korean food?
some Korean food?
Vietnamese.
Yes.
Indian food. I like a lot of
Love
Indian
Korean
food.
bro. Jeez, bro. Korean food's awesome.
I'm kind of scared of doing. The only food I'm scared of trying is like some seafood stuff.
Really?
Like a crab or like a
You never had crab?
or octopus.
you
or,
never had octopus?
No, octopus scares me, dude. Because they're like right there.
Well,
it
not
depends what
live
type-
octopus, dude.
Yeah, we're not in a small island in Japan, bro. Like
I know, but even the fried ones are still like this.
You guys ever had siete tamales? The soup, siete tamales?
No. What the hell is that?
Okay, it's a freaking Latino dish.
Oh.
It's a Latino dish, mostly for Salvadorians. Some Mexican restaurants have it. Siete tamales. It's like an orange soup, seafood soup. There's everything: fish, shrimp, octopus.
Paella? It's called paella. Like, or in Spain, it's called paella.
It's probably
Yeah. No,
Spain, but like it's called siete tamales, which is translated to the seven seas.
And I thought it means 7 Tuesdays. Sorry, keep going.
That's martes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. He didn't like that. Oh, you might grow the fuck up, dog.
Yeah.
I don't think octopus is it really that good? Octopus?
It's delicious. It's
calamari,
delicious.
dude.
I don't know about that.
Calamari is squid. It's deep fried squid and octopus.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like that's right to eat, man.
Fuck
when you can see the fucking you can see exactly what you're eating. That's not good.
What do you mean? That's the purest form of eating.
That's fucking brutal, dog. My rotisserie chickens, I don't like eating it whole. I rip it apart, dog.
That's even worse. That sounds terrible.
That's a personal thing.
I'm not gonna eat the rotisserie chicken full on from the back like an asshole, dude. Fucking, you eat the full squids, fucking full crabs, the octopuses. They're right there.
And lobster too.
You see them in the eye.
Eat ass.
You see them in the eye. You eat that shit. It's fucking brutal. You guys are disgusting.
You're
I'm starting to learn a lot more about you right now. I don't like either of you right now, brother.
It sounds like you're a coward.
Hey, I'm not
because
a coward.
if you're gonna eat something. It's already dead. They killed it for your consumption.
Yeah, it's dead when you bite the head.
Respect it.
Yeah, it's dead when you bite the motherfucking head.
That's why I always ask. I always thank God and I always thank the animal. Thank you for this feast.
I've ate with you. You never think shit, dog.
That's
because you're not even thinking anything.
First of all, the first time we ate together was at Chipotle, and that's not even real meat.
Fuck you.
We're gonna cut you out of this fucking podcast.
That's because you're a zealot, dude.
A what?
Zealot.
What does that mean?
He doesn't even know what it means.
Yeah.
That means,
Do you know what that is?
You're saying celibate, right?
Not celibate.
Fuck you, dude. Damn, Joel. This is the most you've ever made me upset since I've known you. What's a zealot?
A zealot. A fucking religious fanatic.
Salad.
Oh, zealot.
Oh. What the fuck? Ziliad? Zealot! Oh, Zalio did it.
Oh, salad. I eat salad.
What are you actually trying to say?
You're a zealot.
The zeitgeist.
You fucking take a bite. Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
That's fucking. I hate when people do that.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit, dude.
Oh my God, just eat your
Bro,
fucking
Native
food.
Americans, when they would fucking kill a bison, they would thank God and be like, thank you, God, for this meal. And thank you, bison, for allowing us to consume you. And they used to use every part of the bison. They didn't let anything go to waste, bro, because they appreciated it.
But what's around your neck?
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Around my neck?
A European fucking god, dude. European god.
$97 crew neck from ASOS is around my fucking neck. What's
$97. I can find that for $4. What are you
Nah, dude.
Talking about Native Americans, you got a fucking Middle Eastern prophet on a cross made by Europeans, dude.
And a scorpion, which...
Are you a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna say about that though? You're talking about Native Americans. I'm talking about, look at you.
What? What?
Christianity is a European religion.
You're Christian?
No.
You're trying to be a Native American. Thank you for the food and this and that.
Because I'm not just two dimensional. I'm not like, oh, I'm this because I have to do that. No, I take bits from every culture. To become a whole person.
I've never seen you give thanks to the food you're about to eat, dude.
Yeah.
We've only eaten once together.
It might have to stay that way. I don't like a lot of stuff that you're saying. I really don't.
I do think I don't make a whole show, bro. I don't try to show up and be like, hey guys, we have to pray. In my own person, I'm just like, well,
I've never seen your hand go up here. When we ate Chipotle that one time.
No, he does do this. He does pray before he eats, and he does pray before he drives.
Yes,
religious zealot, dude.
I should start doing that though. I mean, that's a pretty nice gesture to give thanks to the things you're about to eat.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
Should,
that's really nice. Like when we do our chicken, our air fried chicken.
Yeah, but the point is that like, isn't it more respectful to see what you're about to eat though?
Well, yeah, Joel's an idiot.
Yeah. No. Why is it more respectful to eat to look at an octopus right before you fucking eat it? No. Why is it more respectful to look at an octopus right before you eat it? It doesn't make sense. That's disrespect.
Joel, relax.
That's disrespect.
Relax.
That's disrespectful.
We're not looking at an octopus before we eat.
You're not gonna eat us. Relax. You gotta relax. All right.
You're talking about. You obviously just don't like Red Lobster because you see the lobster when you walk in, and then they cook that lobster.
I'm talking about octopus.
Octopussy?
No, it's octopus. Lobster.
No, we're not talking about watching something before they fucking you eat it, dude.
No, I'm not saying you watch it die. I'm just saying when you're about to eat it, it's like the whole body's right there.
Ask your father, ask your parents if they ever like they were gonna eat something. And they're like, oh, I could see its face. Can you just scoot it over there so I don't know that I'm eating it?
First of all, I killed a chicken before. All right?
Yeah.
And I ate that shit. So I have no problem seeing what I kill.
So what? Oh, but when it comes to a rotisserie chicken, you're like, I'm sorry, you eat
I don't
it.
like looking at the
But
eyes.
you kill the chicken with your bare hands.
What? I've killed a chicken with my bare hands.
Yeah. That's what he said. So why are you so nervous for eating a rotisserie chicken then?
It's just not right, dude.
It's just not right.
When you killed all those chickens when you were growing up, that didn't make you feel anything?
All those chicken. It was one chicken.
No, it was a lot of chicken. It was a lot of chicken. It was a line of chickens. Yeah, there was a line. It was like 10 chickens. We had to cut the heads off. Yeah, it was me and like my cousin. We were all like
Well, how'd you take your heads off? You just fucking pulled it apart?
Yeah, you put it in this like little, I don't know what it's called. You force the chicken up this thing and you slice the head off. Yeah, you slice the head off and then you let the body just flap around.
That sounds like a zealot. that sounds
Don't. You're the zealot. You're the zealot,
zealot,
and
dude.
you're just a bitch.
I'm a zealot. No. I didn't kill him.
What did you do to them?
Something worse.
What?
So what were we talking about?
Well, I think it's superstitious to pray before every meal.
What?
Yeah,
What did you do to the chickens?
I just ate them.
Had sex with them. But,
No.
Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Yeah, that's good that you pray before you eat, dude.
I don't pray before I eat because in my mind prayers are like something like they're like a paragraph. They're like a 30-second to a 5-minute prayer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think I just thank God for allowing me just like for providing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like everything I do, I just, I think that I ask him to protect me and to protect others. That's what I do.
It's good.
Next week, Joel, he's going to show up in like rustic robes and shit.
It's like, yeah. I was going to say I'm going to start a cult, but that's not a.
Crystalia.
Yeah, that's not a politically correct thing to say right now at the
You would
moment.
probably be a cult leader, though, I feel.
Yeah. You're tall enough.
Yeah, you're 6'5". And from what I've heard recently, you're like 195.
Yeah, I feel like if I lost 100 pounds, I'd be a cult leader, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
So that's the goal, 100 pounds.
Oh my God.
That's
100 comments, 100 pounds.
Oh, guys.
You ever killed an animal to eat it?
Have I ever killed an animal to eat it? I don't believe I have. No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not even fishing? You ever been fishing?
Oh,
No, I
I've been
want to.
fishing. I don't
are
remember eating.
those are innocent
Fish
animals.
don't exist, dude.
Fish don't have souls.
That's cruel, man.
Cruel.
Just killing animals like that.
You have blood on your hands, dude. You have chicken blood on your hands.
I killed a goat too, man.
What? That'd be so difficult for me.
Yeah. My girlfriend says that the goats were the worst to kill because they'd be like,
Because they scream like human beings.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. It was, yeah.
See, in my opinion, right, back to the praying thing. In my opinion,
You're just like,
somebody like Crystalia, that's somebody that prays before every meal because he fucked up so bad.
well, now, yeah, after he got caught, yeah, he's trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing as murderers and convicts in jail. Suddenly they find Jesus Christ because they have no other choice and they want to, it's a pendulum. They fucked up so bad that they want to do so good now. So in their minds, the fastest way to purity is to join religion.
Yeah, I feel like when they do that, it's they just don't want to be afraid of death. You know what I mean? I feel like they just want to find a way to find peace within themselves.
Yeah.
Which obviously, if you're going to life in prison, you're going on death row, you want to find some comfort. You know, so you go to God. Yeah. I don't. When I listen to like the last interview and they're talking about God, sometimes it just makes me mad. Honestly.
Yeah, it's just like it obviously there are convicts that have found religion and stuff like that, but I think it only not works, but it's like respectable when you practice it once you get released.
Yeah.
If you stay on the path and then you remain a good person after you get out, then I'm like, okay, this person was at the bottom, like he hit rock bottom and then he found religion and spirituality through the rock bottom. Yeah. But with people who just do it, just to fast track to purity.
Your fucking street name is Pendulum, Doug. Big ass motherfucker.
That's a good Eddie Murphy impression.
Motherfucker. What's it called? No, but you fucking quit for 500 days, quit drinking for 500 days, and then you're like fucking the drunkest I've ever seen you for 500 days.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, I go very hard on everything that I do. So like the good and the bad, you know what I mean? So when I'm drinking, I just drink way too much. And then when I don't drink, I don't touch a drop of it, 24/7, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah. I guess my name is Pendulum because I'm a big ass motherfucker.
When did you feel like you went too far with drinking recently?
Oh, just doing it every day.
I killed 3 chickens.
Yeah, I killed 3 chickens. Yeah.
Every day, really?
Yeah, I was drinking it like in the month of December because to be completely transparent, December has been like the worst month for me financially. You're like, I don't know what, because of like this oncoming recession and then Christmas and everyone wants to save money for gifts and traveling and shit like that. But my businesses have been very lacking. Yeah. So, so I had like mostly a lot of days where I thought I had something to do and then it just turns out I didn't have anything to do because no one wanted to book the studio. No one wanted to hire X-Lines and anything. So I'm like, damn, so I would just go pass by the store and get like a bottle of beer and stuff like that. And like, I don't go out thinking like, oh, I'm gonna drink every day, but it's just like, damn, I'm at home. Like, I'm gonna crack open this can. I'm gonna take a sip of this tequila. Like,
yeah,
and just make time go by faster. And then you look back and you're like, holy shit, I've been drinking every day for the past 3 weeks. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then your stomach starts hurting. Like you can't eat certain foods now because your stomach hurts, and you wake up with headaches and shit like that. You wake up late, and I started becoming very testy with people around me. And I'm like, damn, why am I being a dick right now? Oh, it's because I'm fucking dehydrated and hungover and my stomach hurts. Like, you know what I mean? Why? Because I've been fucking drinking. So yeah, I just go really, really fucking hard with it. With anything. Friendships, relationships, fucking business, fucking sports, all that shit, bro. I just go too far sometimes.
The drinking by yourself sometimes can be
slippery slope.
Yeah, slippery slope, man. Because at first it's like it's chill, it's nice. You're just drinking a beer, watching a show, but then you might be you're drinking every fucking day, getting blacked out. You ever get blacked out or not?
Yeah, I've only been blacked out a couple times in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
that's good.
I feel like I'm Joe Rogan and you're Brendan Schaub. You're like, I'm gonna drink a lot this weekend. I'm like, I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah, he's like, do you think you're gonna drink this weekend? No, I don't think so. What do you think? And then I'd be like, I think you'd be surprised. I'm surprised of how much you're gonna drink.
No, but honestly, like I never told you this before, but it's the worst thing to do is to give yourself an end date when it comes to sobriety, because then you'll just go harder. It only gets worse, never better. So all those things are gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You know, like the stomach pains, the fucking drinking every day, all of it's just gonna amp up more and more. Look at Joel.
I haven't drank in a while. I feel like I'm the one with no problem here.
Yeah.
Right,
well, my problem was smoking weed, and I still want to smoke weed. Obviously, I talk about it a lot, and people are like, "Oh, is Gerardo going to relapse?"
Yeah.
But I'm honest. I really want to fucking smoke weed, but there is no end date in mind. Yeah. Like tomorrow's my end date in a sense, which is a consistent tomorrow. Where it's like I don't need to smoke weed today. I'll just do it tomorrow. You know, and then the next day, fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just weed?
Well, like drinking, I'm not a good drinker.
But do you ever crave it? Like, do you want to drink it?
No, I never really crave alcohol. No, there's times where I'll be with my girlfriend and like her family, and they'll like my girlfriend's brother-in-law basically would be like, "Let me get 2 Modelo's." He knows I'm sober.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, "Nah, fool, I don't want to." He's like, 2 fucking Modelo's. Like telling them, not fucking. He doesn't say, okay. But you know, making a joke with me that I'm gonna end up drinking, and I'll be like, I'll think to myself like, it'd be funny if I just drank a drink, you know?
Yeah.
But that's probably just like the flirtation of it, you know, more than like wanting to actually get hammered.
Yeah.
I never want to get hammered, dude. Even when I was bro, even when you're drinking, you don't want to get too drunk. Getting too drunk is a bad thing always, right?
Always.
Every single time.
I could never, unless there's like these outlying things that you want to get fucked up. Like, fuck it, I want to die, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only time getting blackout drunk ever makes sense as far as it being like a conscious effort, you know? But
yeah, I don't think it's anyone's. I mean, for me, I never try to get.
Yes, you have.
Absolutely hammered.
Yes, you
no,
have.
I just like the taste of everything. I like the taste of beer, of a Michelob. I love that. I love alcohol, the taste of alcohol. But I never try to get like I mean, some days I do. Some days I do. If I'm really excited or like I'm fucking pumped up about something, I'll just keep on taking drinks. But for the most part, I'd never want to get like absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
I like to get buzzed and a little drunk, but I never like to cross that line when you know you're going to be like destroyed.
Yeah, no, there's been a couple times where I've told my friends like, dude, I don't want to get blackout tonight. Like, I'm going to go fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. Like,
Yeah.
As much as I drank, I was throwing up and shit like that and everything, but never black out where I wake up and I'm like, what happened? You know what I mean? It was always just like, I just got sick. That's it.
You know what's sad about what annoys me about like not wanting to drink as much is that like there's some close. I mean, we all feel this way. I feel there's some close friends. I have some close friends right now. I have some close friends right now they're like my homies for a long time, right? And I love hanging out with them. But like if we're not at a bar or anywhere around alcohol, they never really want to fucking hang out. And it makes me kind of like mad. Makes me mad because like, dude, you guys do like so many, let's just go eat or something. I just want to hang out with you guys. And he's like, oh, well, we're going to be at this club or we're going to be like at this after party at fucking 3 a.m. We'll put through. It's like, I don't want to drink or do anything. You know, and I don't want to pay like $30 to go to a club and shit because I'm a dude. And like, it's just annoying that if you choose to kind of not take alcohol out of your life, but kind of the amount you consume, other friends that aren't trying to do that, they won't hang out with you as much.
Yeah.
And that's fucking a bummer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, that sucks. It's kind of like, do you even like me as a person? Or
That's
do you
what I'm
just
saying.
like, yeah. Like,
and I was telling them, we should go here. Let's go to movies or something. And then like, they're like, oh, well. And I see them going out like fucking posting like fucking shots and shit. And I'm like, you guys not like me.
Yeah.
You guys not like me. You guys don't want to go do something wholesome for once. You know?
Both things can be true. They can love you and they can love alcohol.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, but it's like it's kind of annoying. I was like, I don't see these people as often at all.
Yeah.
And like they live in Baldwin Park, right? But like it's only like I can drive to them, but they never want to do anything that doesn't require alcohol.
But if you replace this whole thing that you're saying, if you replace alcohol with cocaine, it makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just an addiction. It's nothing against you personally.
Yeah.
It's just an addiction.
They did do that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Allegedly, fool.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. But I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like taking it personal is only going to do you more harm and cause you to drink more.
Nah, but that doesn't make me drink more at all.
But drinking causes you harm, right?
For me?
Yeah. Everyone. It causes everyone harm, dude.
Yeah.
Drinking is never good. It's never been good. It's like the worst thing you can do. It's the worst choice you can make, but it's fun. Bad things are fucking fun, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think,
Like if me and you were to go outside on the bridge right now and tag it up and they couldn't figure out anyone to go paint over it for however long. They never caught us or anything. Every time we drove by that fucking painting on the bridge, underneath the bridge, we'd be like, that's fucking dope that we got away with doing that, right?
Yeah.
That's what drinking is, dude. It's something you shouldn't be doing, but it feels good to get away with at times. And this is my perspective. I'm not talking about what it should be for everyone.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. No matter what, people that get drunk and beat their wives, like none of that should have ever happened. You're drinking because you don't know how to live your own life. You don't know how to just sit on your couch and watch a TV show. You have to fucking drink. There's so many other amenities that we have available to us aside from alcohol or liquids, you know?
Well, I mean, I don't fully agree because I feel like you can be perfectly normal, be happy, fucking, you can do all these things. You have different hobbies. You don't have to drink, but you just enjoy it. And I don't think it's gonna like, it's because like you don't know how to live life per se, like without it. I just feel like it's like a little, it tastes good.
Yeah.
For me, it tastes good. Definitely, I had moments where fucking I'm definitely using it for the wrong reasons. But now I feel like I'm not. I can maybe I'm sound like an idiot, but I feel like I can live. I can do things without drinking. A lot of things without drinking, and then I drink it just because I like drinking it. And sometimes I go overboard because I'm having too much fun. But I never feel like it's like I'm doing it to feel something in me, or like I'm depressed, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think like it's not like an end all be all kind of. It's not like I always tell my younger siblings like if you're sad and you drink, you're gonna get even more sad.
Yeah.
And if you're happy and you drink, you're gonna get even more happy. It's just like it's who you are as a person. You know what I mean? So like if you're a happy person and you like to sip on some beer and watch a show, it's like that's fine. Like, but it's like when you use, like you say, like you use the alcohol as an excuse to be who you really are. Like if you get drunk and beat your wife, it doesn't matter if you're drunk. You're a wife beater. Like that's, even if you're sober, you would still beat your wife. Like, you know, that's inside you already. It's just alcohol just like puts your walls down and allows you to be who you really are. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just like, emotionally, I feel good. And I was just like, because I've been sad and drank. Like the summer of 2016, 2017, I was sad and I would drink my fucking sorrows away. You know what I mean? And that's a very dangerous place to be in. But if you feel good, you feel like your life is in a good spot, man, and you know, you love everyone around you, you love yourself, you finally love yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's cool, man. I think it's chill. I think it's just I don't know.
Yeah. But normal people don't think this way. Normal people don't think to themselves, I'm drinking every day. Normal people don't tell their friends that I'm not going to go unless there's drinks there. Yeah. That's not a normal thing to do, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also self-diagnosis of like telling myself, like what I would tell myself all the time was that like I need to smoke weed because I can't sleep at night if I don't, you know? I need to smoke so that I can go to sleep. And then also if I don't smoke, I'm going to sleepwalk. Was this big one that I would tell my sponsor after I got sober. And so I stopped smoking weed and I realized that's all fucking bullshit, dude. These are things you tell yourself. You're not able to enjoy a TV show without a brew, or you cannot let go of the day at work without a fucking beer or a joint.
No, yeah, absolutes are not bad. Like are not good. Like even if you say like, oh, you know, I always hold a grudge. I never forget. No, you should say like I have a tendency to hold a grudge and never forget. Like, hey, you know what I mean? It's like it should never. Once it becomes absolutes, like, oh, I need alcohol to fall asleep or to enjoy myself at this party, or I can't be social without alcohol. That's when you've lost. That's when you.
But it's also very dismissive of the fact that these things are poison. Like alcohol is poison. Marijuana is medicinal for like very few fucking cases where you could probably say that marijuana is necessary, or even opiates or anything like that. Like the fucking exception is not the rule in a way, you know?
No, it is poison. I mean, I think everybody knows that it's not entirely good for you, you know?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's awesome poison, but it's
it's just chill poison.
Yeah, it's chill. Yeah.
It's a chill vibe, you know? I don't know, man. Alcohol is a tough one because everybody kind of like can go up and down.
It's
with
so
it.
accessible too. That's you know, that's part of the reason why it's such a fucking nightmare. Yeah, because you know you just go to the liquor store. If you wanted Coke right now, it'd be kind of challenging to find it. But you know, if we, you know, all that shit. But
I'm thankful I never got into that drug though. Like cocaine.
Yeah, same here. Like I've never done any type of drug, and I know that if I even tried it once, there would be a problem I would have to deal with. But yeah, dude, it's just yeah. You never tried it, huh?
I tried it once.
Oh,
yeah, but then I just went to a party and I asked this guy that I knew had cocaine because he always flaunted it. As a joke, I was like, "Hey, where the cocaine at?" Right? And then he didn't. He was like,
"He's like here."
He's literally right here, homie. You want some? I was like, "Okay." Yeah. And then I got a little bit, but then I felt guilty. I started thinking about my mom afterwards when I did it. Really? So I was like, "I'm never doing this shit again."
Wow.
Yeah. And I just took a little bit because I was like, just give me a little bit. Yeah. I took a little bit, and I was like, okay. I did a little bit, but I'd never want to do this ever again at all. That's when I see my friends do it. It doesn't rub me the wrong way. I just kind of feel uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, because I'm just like, you guys are all doing like 4 different drugs right now.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's just like it's so alarming. It's just to seeing your friends do it. It's just like, especially here. I don't know. It's probably I don't know about the rest of the country, but in LA, it's everywhere.
And like
every social gathering is there.
I don't want to sound like we're judging people. Because I still love my friends, but like it's like when they're drinking and then smoking weed and then fucking hitting the vape and then fucking, it's like, dude, oh my God, dog. It's like you got to take care of your body a little bit. You know, I feel like, especially as we get older, like everything we do now, obviously is going to fucking impact us when we're 30s, mid 30s, and doing all these drugs. I mean, they could live longer than me. You know, they're probably having just a good time, but I don't know, with cocaine, I always just felt like grossed out, and I just hate that drug, even though I've never done it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I've just heard so much bad things, which I feel like we all have. And you've told me some stuff.
Yeah.
So I just feel grossed out by that drug.
Yeah.
You know?
It's terrible. We need to make $10,000 on Patreon for me to talk about cocaine. But
we're almost there.
Like I've never talked about me doing cocaine ever publicly. Cause
oh really?
No. Definitely not. Maybe on your M-word thing, I might have said something, but that's it. Or the nightcaps.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable talking about it personally.
Yeah, man. That's why. I mean, I'm just.
And you're a snitch, Doug.
Huh.
You're a snitch telling everyone that your friends do it.
We're gonna call this. I mean, who knows? I don't have to. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's not good to do drugs.
No. Yeah, no, it's different for everybody. It's
the one thing I regret the most in my life is doing cocaine ever. That's like the biggest betrayal against myself.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah. But look at us now, guys.
Yeah. I used to do cocaine with a guy that me and him used to make fun of crackheads, like religiously. We would just be like, it'd be the funniest joke of all time. And then he's the guy that got me into cocaine. Oh. And then so everything around that, it's kind of like just a fucking shadow of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fucking, dude, I see it every single fucking day. Like,
he does cocaine.
The parties that happen in my studio, there's always coke. I always have to like turn a blind eye, and you know, Nas and everything. And then downtown, man, I see crack, I see heroin, I see fucking, you know, spice, I see fucking fentanyl, all that shit. And it's just like, damn, bro. You see old people do it, young people do it, skinny people do it, fat people do it, like black, white, Asian, fucking Latino, everybody, bro. It is crazy. It really is. We're truly living in an epidemic.
And then for a while, even like celebrities were dying from like doing cocaine that's kind of like contaminated. Mm-hmm. That shit kind of got me scared about my friends, right? But like my friends are just like, oh no, the guy that I know, like the guy that cut to, he's like, you know, he's not like, he's
if
not.
They got Mac Miller, dog, the millionaire, they have these actors and actresses and rappers, they're millionaires.
Yeah.
They have the similar, their drug dealers are famous as well. You know what I mean? Like if they got caught up, a guy in BP's fucking thinks that they get in the purest shit, dog.
Yeah. And it's sad because some of them, one of them or whatever, they're trying to stop and they kind of lie to themselves. They lied to me too. They're like, I'm not gonna do it anymore, dog. Like I'm done with it. Like trust me. Like I cut my friends off, did this, yada, yada. But then they're still like fiending for it, trying to like get it like as much as they can, yada yada. Yeah. And like this when they do it, like the side of them that comes out when they're on that drug, it's like, oh gosh, it just. Once again, I'm not judging, but I just hate that.
I became more of a conspiracy theorist after doing it because it's like, how is this okay? How is any of this okay?
Yeah.
In any sort of like popular culture or whatever. I'm not saying be like a, what is it called? Totalitarian fucking government and like restrict all like opinions on things. Also, don't make it illegal. It's just, all of it is just, it's kind of structured in a way for you to want to do it so bad. And that's how I got into it. The curiosity killed the cat and I tried it. And it was fucking, it's unbelievably depressing, and it's just overwhelmingly the worst idea to ever have.
Yeah.
Know? Especially because of how fucked up everything is now. Like, I don't even know if I've ever done meth because it's cocaine, you know? I'm pretty sure I did meth one time with cocaine. You know what I mean? There's no choice in the matter. It's just, you have problems and you want to solve them. And you look for these things that are on sale, you know, whether it be weed, alcohol, or hard substances.
Yeah.
Crazy. Patreon episode.
Oh man, it's sad, dude.
Yeah.
Talking about this stuff makes me sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that my family never got into it. No one. I mean, I just never grew up with anybody that was doing those hard drugs. Even like alcohol. I don't know why I started drinking so much. No one in my family drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, except my brother. But like my dad never drank growing up. My mom never drank. No one drank. So I don't know why. When I was younger, I was like, why am I drinking so much? You know what I mean? It's like no one in my family is like alcoholic or anything. So
that's crazy. I've never met them, but I've heard stories of every single man in my family being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably have it in my genes.
Only way you could be an alcoholic is if you call yourself an alcoholic. That's the only definition of an alcoholic.
I don't consider myself an alcoholic.
All right, well, listen.
Yeah, I don't consider myself an alcoholic.
First cut is the deepest.
You just said you drank every day for a month.
Yeah.
I think you become an alcoholic once like it starts like affecting your life. Like you start like you don't show up to work. You know what I mean? You start fucking hurting those around you, beating them and shit like that.
These are called the yets for Alcoholics Anonymous. You haven't beat your wife yet. You haven't not showed up to work yet. You haven't gotten a DUI yet. Right?
I got one of those.
Nobody.
You got one? Oh shit.
And normal people don't think this way. That's what I'm saying. It's the symptoms of an alcoholic. That's what they say when, like, at least my first couple of days in AA. The symptoms of an alcoholic they think this way. They think to themselves, I didn't have a drink today. That's the craziest thing to think. It's like nobody thinks that way. Nobody stares at their cup as it's like getting emptied. You know, normal drinkers don't see a cup full and then empty in the next swig. You know, that's like just doesn't. Nobody thinks that way.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that way.
No one's like, do I?
Yeah, I have one of those listed. I have one of those. A Dewey. DUI back in the day. Just poor choices.
Yep.
You know, I was a young boy.
I should have got like 5.
Me too. I should have got a lot more. I was very lucky.
Yeah. I remember one time. Oh, sorry. Go for it. You want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say that, like, I don't know what was wrong with me, but like when I got it, it sucked that day. But like I just didn't care. I just didn't care and had so many close calls, and I was just like, I feel like, I don't know, like at that point, no matter what happened in my life, I just didn't care about anything. Even if a good thing happened, I'd be like, I feel like I was numb for like a long ass time. So when like that happened, I was like, oh, that sucks. I was very mad because I was at the moment when I was getting arrested and shit. And the day after, but the day after I was kind of like over it. Like I got my car back, I didn't have my license. I was driving on the suspended license for like months. And then I just wasn't tripping about it at all. When I should have, I mean, I did the classes and everything. And I went to like the AA and did the DUI classes for like a couple months. But even after that, I was still very careless. And if it happened again, I would probably be like, oh, damn, that's annoying. I got another one. And then just kept on doing what I was doing. But that was a young cat. I was like 21.
Yeah, you get that. You're in that rhythm of like, fuck it, man, whatever. I don't give a fuck type of shit, huh?
Yeah, because it's like, I was like, whoa. I mean, looking back, I was like, what was I really doing like in life at all? I was kind of like just like floating around in life, you know, which is kind of scary though, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way. I mean, not maybe that they're fucking abusing alcohol like that, but I mean, probably are, but just kind of like, nothing's really going on in your life. You're not really excited about anything. You're just kind of going to work or going to school at the time, and you're just kind of living and existing each day without any real purpose. You're just kind of floating around, and anything that happens, you're like, oh, that sucks. Oh, that's dope. Man. Yeah,
well, that's why so many people fall into the trap of like finding something that exhilarates them. You know what I mean? Because they don't have, if you've chased your dreams and you've succeeded in things that you've always wanted, you get that exhilaration. Yeah. But a lot of people, when they don't have that, they succumb to poor choices and hard substances, you know?
Yeah, man. It's hard to find it. You know what I mean? People just get lucky. Or it's, I don't know, somebody just have to go through that. And maybe not abuse drugs, but, you know, you just have to go through that rough patch in life.
Yeah.
Always the alcohol, though.
Yep.
Yep.
There's this one time where, do you know who is or no? No? She's a big comic now. Like, but in New York, I believe. But when I was younger, she was, I believe, she started comedy like super young and then was like killing it. She was like going to the Comedy Store before she was 18. And then they made that rule. It's kind of like the rule in a way, where you're not allowed to be there unless you're 21. And so she couldn't go there for 3 years. And then she started going back when she turned 21, right? All these things. But me and my homie, who I don't really talk to anymore, but he's like a drinking buddy or drug buddy kind of thing. We went to an open mic, got fucking hammered as shit. And then he was staying with at the time. So he was like, we're going to go back to a bad dude, you know, we're going to stay the night over at, you know? So I was like, all right, let's go, dude. And we drove. I drove. And I don't remember the drive heading to his house. And then I just woke up in his apartment. And me and both woke up all chueco and shit. And we're just like, where the fuck is at, right? And she got a DUI that night. Driving home from an OC comedy festival. And then where she I think she won. Like she got first place at this festival. And it was her second DUI, I believe.
Oh my god!
And then I could be wrong too, by the way, if you fact check this, but I'm pretty sure it was her second DUI. And I woke up. I woke up and I was like, dude, I don't remember driving last night, dude. And I was kind of like upset with myself for doing that. I remembered like an off ramp and getting off, or like a interchange, like in the OC, it's like the 22.
22 East, right?
2257. Yeah, that interchange. And getting off and going to her Huntington Beach apartment, which was super nice. It was a fucking amazing apartment, like all like art decor, like a certain vibe, you know, like a 70s old school fucking vibe. And then me and she just filmed sketches all day at her apartment. And then, yeah, she went to jail, dude. It's crazy. But it was like, by the grace of God, there I go. I could have fucking got a DUI last night, dude. Imagine if all of us got DUIs last night. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude.
But yeah, that was the biggest close call in my opinion. And then also there was the time where I actually went to jail and I got fucking arrested,
Yeah.
which I don't.
You weren't driving. No,
I was driving.
Oh, you were driving.
Yeah. I drove to this girl's house and I had gotten into a fight with all my roommates a week before.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks before, because I didn't go to the hospital for my broken hand. And so like a week later I went to the hospital, got a cast. This is like the worst time of my life. This is 2016, the week that Donald Trump got elected. And I got a cast for my hand. So I had a cast on my hand. I was like, I hated this girl that I was seeing at the time. And she was in the Valley and I was back at my parents' house in Rancho visiting or whatever. And I was messaging with her, like Mexico was playing USA soccer and like I love soccer, you know? And so I always go for Mexico. Yeah, you know, and she was going for Mexico. I was going for USA just to be a fucking cunt, like to her. Because I hated that whatever she was seeing some other guy, whatever it was at the time. I don't even remember what the issue was. But I would be like, USA just fucking scored, bitch, kind of thing. Whatever. I didn't say bitch. I'm trying to be funny. But, you know, fuck you, USA scored or whatever. USA scored. And then Mexico would score. She would text back. And then USA would score. I would text back, you know. And then Mexico ended up winning. And I was like pissed. And I was already drinking a 6-pack of Coors Banquet, like the creamy beers. And I already killed that. I was fucking like naked walking around my mom's house, just like ridiculous, dude. This is like the most ridiculous I've ever been in life with a cast on my hand, you know? And then I hit up this other girl that I used to work with at Chipotle. I didn't even like her or anything. I was just trying to have sex, I think, you know? And I was like, what are you doing? Let's like, you know, spinning my game, you know what I mean? And I was like, let's fucking kick it, gang. So we ended up kicking it. Like, I'm already fucking buzzed, drunk, and I'm smoking weed this whole time, like crazy amounts of weed, you know? And so we kick it in her shed. She's like, I was like, what kind of beer do you want? You know? And she said, Sierra Nevadas. And so I was like trying to be as fast as fuck. And like, I got the biggest pack in Sierra Nevadas, 24 pack of Sierra Nevadas, like a variety pack of Sierra Nevadas. And I just put that in my, you know, whatever I bought it and dipped out. And because I wasn't even paying rent at the time. I was like anti-pay my rent. I've talked about this before on the podcast. Where I was like, fuck, rent's not even real, dog. You know, I just like craziest thinking I've ever had. And so like I was like 4 months behind on rent, but I was making money from doing other things like for other people, you know? And so, what's it called? So I head over to Yesenia's house and we're in her little shed smoking weed out of a bong and shit. And it's getting a little more, you know, romantic. Not romantic. What is it called?
Sexy.
Lustful kind of thing.
Yeah. Sexual.
And then I was like, my parents are gone. We can go back to the hot tub, right? So she's like, oh my fucking God, yeah. She had a very annoying voice. So we go to my parents' house to the hot tub. I'm drinking the whole fucking time, dude. I'm drinking like I have nothing else to live for, you know? And so I killed, I think, like 12 Sierra Nevadas, dude. Oh. And those are like some hard beers.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, she invites her gay friend. So like her gay friend's over at the hot tub. And it's me, her, and her gay friend. And where I'm like having a great time, like laughing. I'm like, I might have said like, this is the best night of all time, dude, kind of thing, right? And then I was like, I'm gonna go change the song, right? So I get out of the hot tub to go change the song. And then I think I tried to call the girl in the Valley, but I went out front because I didn't want this girl seeing me talk to another girl.
Yeah.
Because I was a teenager. I wasn't a teenager. I was like 24 or 20. I was 26 at the time. And I'm on the phone with her out front. I'm fucking pissed or whatever. I black out while on the phone with her, right? I leave my phone in the front. I go back to go change the song. And then I'm like, where the fuck is my phone at? You know?
Yeah.
And so I go back to the hot tub and I'm like, where the fuck is my phone? And then Yesenia, I remember her shrill voice. She goes, what the fuck? Right? And then they dip out, basically. I'm just there standing like fucking drunk as shit, right? Just like standing over the pool, like fucking, where's my phone at? You know? And then I get pissed off. I can't find my phone anywhere. I leave all the doors open in my mom's house. And I go to my car and I'm pissed and I hit my car and I break the windshield of my car with my cast. And then I'm like, fucking idiot, dude, you know?
Who broke my fucking window? Who the fuck? Yesenia!
The car's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yesenia! Bitch!
And then so I'm in my drunk ass mind. Keep in mind, I'm in fucking a tank top and wet ass gym shorts with no shoes, no socks.
Of course, yes.
I hop in the car and I drive to Yesenia's house to go get my phone.
Oh my
Right?
god,
Crazy, dude.
Poor Yesenia. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Is that Gerardo?
And I'm the most drunk I've ever been while driving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, just like fucking all over the road. Thank God for everyone else. She lived down the street around the corner.
Yes.
Basically like down a mile, around a mile kind of thing. And then so I'm outside of her house now. And by this time, the fucking alcohol has like sedated my whole body to where I'm just standing in front of my car, drunk as fuck, like falling over in front of my car. And a cop comes by. And you know me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Criminal mind, don't talk to the cops, dude.
Yes.
Did not tell the cops anything. I don't have my wallet on me. I only have my phone. No, I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah.
Because I lost. I lost my phone. I lost my wallet, and all I had is my keys. So like when it came to property in jail, I only had my keys.
Yeah.
But I was outside of my car next to a broken ass windshield with a cast on my hand, and I'm fucking laying on my car like this, you know. And the cop's like, "Did you drive today?" And I said, "I've been here since 4 o'clock." And I guess that saved me.
Oh, thank God, dude.
Yeah.
What did Yesenia say?
I messaged Yesenia in the morning and I was like, yo, my bad. I was going through something, you know?
Yeah.
And I understand if you never want to talk to me again. I felt bad because me and Yesenia were actually like homies.
Yeah.
You know, like we were smoking homies. But for whatever reason, this night I was just like going through it, dude.
Yeah.
And I was also at the time, I mean, spoiler alert, I was trying to get off cocaine. That's like where all this came from. You know, all that stuff was just insane, dude. So, and then, you know, like it's like the whole story is crazy, but like I went to jail and in jail, I just kept saying, what the fuck? I just kept saying, what the fuck? You know? And then somebody would ask me a question because like, you know, it's like what is it called? A drunk tank, I guess?
Yeah.
I was in the drunk tank by myself at first. I just kept pissing. I pissed in the cop car.
Yeah.
I pissed in the waiting room and I pissed in the drunk tank.
Dang.
Like on you?
I just kept peeing.
On purpose or just
No,
accident?
I was out.
Oh.
I was just out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just peeing everywhere. And like, I remember when the cop opened the door, he was like, "Oh, you fucking asshole," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't even say sorry or anything. I was just like, I couldn't control it. I was the most drunk I've ever been in my life.
But you remember that?
Yeah.
Even though you're just like,
Yeah.
you remember that? God damn.
Yeah.
dude.
Normally when
that's-
people are like that, they don't remember anything at all.
And then
That's-
I was in the waiting room I remember on a wooden thing and I just pissed right there, right?
Oh my God.
The only thing I really don't remember is like leaving my phone on the fucking porch of my
Yeah.
mom's house. I didn't know where my fucking phone was.
Wait, you got arrested the night of this Yesenia thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Because I drove to her house, I was outside of her house,
Yeah.
and I was literally sitting like. So if this is the windshield of my car, I was literally just laying on the windshield of my car like this, standing with my feet on the ground, laying.
Oh,
on
but
the
then you
windshield
told
of
the cop
car.
you've been there since 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said, "Have you been driving tonight?" And I said, "I've been here since 4 o'clock."
But then he still arrested you?
He's still for being drunk in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh my God.
And then so I peed. Okay, anyways, back to the peeing. I peed in the waiting room, right? And then like when nobody was there, I was a nuisance, dude. I was like, and I'm not proud of this. It's just funny, obviously, whatever, objectively funny, that I peed in the cop car, peed in the waiting room, and then they took me to the drunk tank. Pissed, like the cops. This is not funny to the cops. I'm peeing everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
And I pissed in the drunk tank because I couldn't move. I couldn't walk to the fucking toilet. And then they wouldn't let me sleep all night. Like when the drunk was wearing off, they kept tapping the window with their flashlights and like just staring at me and laughing, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I deserve this shit, you know? And I was still kind of like buzzed. So I was like, yeah, it's chilling, dog. Just kidding. And then, so in the morning though, they moved me to the actual holding with people. And then I just kept saying, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Somebody would ask me like, what do you do for work? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I couldn't believe anything, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
You can believe you were in jail?
I couldn't believe I was in jail. I couldn't believe I allowed myself to I just started recollecting the night before. And I was like, how did I lose control of everything? I became some fucking wino, dude, for a night. Just like everything. I was so sensitive to everything. Obviously it's because the drugs, like I stopped doing cocaine.
Yeah.
And I want to say I stopped doing cocaine like 2 months before this. And even with cocaine use, I'm not really comfortable talking about it. I might cut some of these parts out. But with cocaine use, like I only ever did it on Sundays. Like I would go to Chipotle in Hollywood at 11 o'clock at night when they were closing at 11:15, right? Oh, I would go at 6 p.m., get money from the safe at the Chipotle, and then drive to Monrovia from Hollywood, and then drive back to go get and then I drove back to Chipotle by 11:15 p.m. And then we would just chill there till like 3 a.m. doing cocaine. But like and that was happening for like 2 years, like every Sunday for 2 years. What's it called? It was a tradition and it was beautiful. It was like we would have fun. We just like make beats and like freestyle cypher in Chipotle. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Like in the Chipotle kitchen, dude. Like there's no cameras in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And my homie was the general manager of the Chipotle. So he would have general manager closing nights on Sundays doing inventory and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, I would just bring him the Coke and we would just do it. I don't even remember the last time we did that though, but like, because the last time I did cocaine, I remember I had like such a bad cocaine hangover, depression, that I was like, you know what? I'm never going to do this shit again, dude.
Yeah.
But it turned into like Sunday nights turned into like, I'm going to save some for Monday. You know what I mean? So that I could do some on Monday, So then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would just be doing coke. And then I was working at Buffalo Wild Wings where some Mexican ass fool would walk up to me and be like, hey, some white ladies in the restroom want to talk to you, homie, And then be like, all right, got it, fool. And then there's like a little compartment in the restroom at Buffalo Wild Wings where there would just be wax paper with cocaine on it.
What city was this?
Hollywood. This is all Hollywood.
Hollywood? Damn, they're just doing cocaine in B-dubs?
Yeah.
What?
And literally everyone. I mean, that I worked with.
Yeah. Damn, dog. Buffalo Wild Wings? What a dirty ass place that place is, huh? Buffalo Wild Wings? Dude, hell no.
Yeah. I loved working.
I need to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, it's like well, you're getting paid $15 an hour. You get all the wings you want, and there's a white lady in the restroom wherever you want.
I want to talk to you. Yeah,
with cocaine, dude.
Dang, did they include that in the interview? Jesus Christ, man. Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. And then when I quit doing cocaine, I quit B-dubs, and then 6 months later, I was at an open mic and I ran into and I didn't see them forever, right? And I used to do cocaine with them all the time. And they were like, we're going to go back to Dez's house. But they knew I don't do it anymore. So they're like, we're going to go back to Dez's house. See you later. I was like, what you guys going to do? Like, knowing what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And so I ended up doing cocaine that night. And then I haven't done it since.
Did you have a hangover? Were you depressed the day afterwards?
I can't remember whether I was or not. With what's his name? We had fun. Like we shot a sketch.
Yeah.
And it was a terrible sketch, but it was fun. And I just was like, I'm done for like kind of like a written contract with myself.
Yeah.
It took me a year to quit though. Like, so like the 6 months periods,
Yeah.
Crazy.
Damn, dog. Cocaine. That was overwhelming.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit ruins people's lives, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I was a wild boy though. Like when I was doing it, I was a wild person.
Yeah.
I was wild. I don't like looking at pictures of myself from that time.
Because you can see it in every picture.
I just know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to see a picture and know what you were doing the day, but I was like, oh my God.
We're doing something bad.
Yeah.
Drug related.
Yeah.
Shit.
Crazy. Melvin?
No, I'm just, it is crazy. I don't know.
Man. I don't even know what to fucking say right now, dude.
Yeah,
You never been in jail for anything, huh? I'm surprised.
why?
You're aggressive?
You're aggressive shit.
No, I mean, I've never gone into, I was telling my friend this the other day, then you'll call it a yet, but
Yeah.
the yet is like, when I'm drinking, I've never been, I've never started an altercation. The handful of times that I've gotten into fights when I was drunk was to defend myself or to defend a friend of mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I've never just started an altercation with someone, like someone shoved me and I'm just like, hey, you just fucking shot. Like I'm not that type of dude. Like that's just like, you know what I mean? I avoid physical altercations as much as I can.
Yeah.
They just come to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've never been in jail. I've been in the back of a cop car once because the cop was looking for someone like me. And then I was like being super disrespectful to the cop because I knew that it wasn't me. That
Yeah.
he just saw a Latino kid and he put me in the he handcuffed me, put me in the back of a cop car for like 30 minutes and then just let me go. And he's like, I'm gonna let you go. I was like, you have to let me go, bro. What the fuck? Like, I'm a fucking junior in high school. You're looking for a fucking 28, 30-year-old, bro? Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you better watch your tone. Like, you learn some respect. Maybe you won't be put in these situations. I'm like, fuck you, dog. What are you talking about? I literally am walking home from basketball practice, bro. You're playing and then I was just like, of course you didn't play basketball. You're 5 foot. And I was just like talking so much shit about him. And he just like, I remember I had like handcuff burns on my fucking wrists, and I told my parents, and they got mad at me. Yeah. And I'm just like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And yeah, no, but I've never been arrested. I've never been arrested for anything.
Yeah, it was a dark time in my life. That whole everything about it. Like, I used to get kicked out of my house ever since I was 16 years old. I would get kicked out almost every week. Like, depending
so your parents would just kick you out of the house?
My dad would kick me out.
And just fend for yourself?
You know, it's just like a telenovela. It's like, I don't even think they were thinking that far ahead. They would just kick me out, and then I would just go down the street to John Rivera's house.
Do you think that helped you, or
no, let me finish.
You down, like,
yeah, this is why, like, it's either way. It's like I probably did something. My part of it is probably there. You know what I mean? Maybe I did something to tick them off. Maybe my dad just had a bad day at work. Whatever it was, but me and my dad just did not get along. And for years on years and years, I would just get kicked out every day, every week, once a week, basically. And then my mom would call me and be like, "Come back home," you know, like, "Come back home," whatever, this and that. And then one night it happened, and I said, "Fuck that, dude. I don't give a fuck. I just want to die, dude. I'm tired of this, you know." I felt like I was a loner, which I was a loner, but I didn't really have anything to offer the world. And I resigned to this thought. And like, as conscious as it could be, I resigned to the thought that I'm just here to enjoy myself, and I cannot do that. Like, because it's not enjoyable to be this like despicable. Like, why do I turn everyone off? And I could replace everyone with my dad, kind of thing, right? But one night Reggie was like, "What if you just don't go back home?" And I was like, "That's a great idea," you know? So Reggie let me stay the night with him. I just got fired from Chipotle like a year before this. And that's where everything just kind of like crumbled. Because the one thing I had was Chipotle, dude. I had Chipotle. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get emotional, but that's how I feel about it. Like, emotionally, I was good at that, dude. You know? And I was able to I would bike to fucking work, bike back home, and make music. And my mom and dad would tell me that I'm worthless, you know? And it felt like, you know, maybe that's not the verbiage, but they just hated everything I did. They hated I worked at Chipotle. They hate that I made music. And they regretted everything about that. That they allowed me to stop going to school. They allowed me to pick up a guitar and learn how to play it. Everything about it. They just despised me, it felt like. And so, but when I lost the job at Chipotle, I did stand-up comedy. My mom told me about stand-up comedy, and I did it, and then she despised that too. You know what I mean? So I just like noticing these things and being like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care. If this is what life is, it fucking sucks, honestly. And then, so Reggie told me, "What if you just don't go back home?" I was like, "That's a great idea." I was like, "But where the fuck do I go?" He let me stay with him and his sister. He was staying at his sister's house because he was, you know, drug addict also. And so I stayed there for like 3 nights. And this whole thing with Chipotle, I was going to move to Hollywood and live with my homies that had a house out in Hollywood. You know, like 6 homies of mine were living in a house together. And it was a big house, so I could be the 7th. And I worked in the Chipotle in Hollywood for 2 weeks, and they loved me. They wanted to make me an apprentice at this store because somebody else was getting to be a general manager somewhere else. And so I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, dude," because I was dope as fuck at Chipotle, dude. Like, working there. Anyways, shout out Chipotle. What's it called? I go to back to my home store, and I the first day that I went back, I showed up late to work 3 hours. And it wasn't because of any drug-induced coma from the night before or anything. I just smoked some weed the last night that I stayed out in the valley. And then I came back home and I couldn't wake up the next day for whatever reason, you know? And so I finally go to work and I'm like, fuck. Like, I was supposed to open the store. I was supposed to open the door to the store. And I was supposed to like do the opening shift. At the end of the shift, like, we handled everything. I told my fucking general manager, like, and I never had a write-up or anything. I never had a bad day at Chipotle. I told her, I was like, "I'm so sorry about this morning," but also too, probably not the best time to do it. I told her, like, I'm going to be moving to the store. You're going to get a request from Hollywood to transfer me to a different district. That's the big deal, was like different district. Like, managers are created in a district. This is a different time at Chipotle. Now they kind of like outsource everything. But in Chipotle, like, they grow their own kind of thing. So I was in this district of whatever the valley, the San Fernando Valley is. And opened a store as a kitchen manager. It was training to be a service manager, whatever. And they wanted to transfer me out to a different district. And my general manager wasn't cool with that. She acted cool in my face, but she's like, was betrayed by me for whatever reason. And then, so the next day I went into work, they what is it called? They had somebody watch my shift as soon as I got there. And then they said that I didn't wash the avocados. I did wash the avocados, but it wasn't with sanitizing, whatever the liquid was. It was just with water. And then they suspended me after that shift for like 4 days. And I was like, didn't say anything to the homie in Hollywood or whatever. And then they fired me when I came back. Long story short, I'm like going on and on. I love Chipotle though. But what's it called? So I got fired from Chipotle and none of it made sense to me. And then I told Hollywood after I got fired and they couldn't do anything about it. They were like, you should have told us when you got suspended because we could have still done something. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck they would do. Anyway, so in the back of my mind, I was like, fuck, I can't move to the Valley now. I can't do what I wanted to do. And I started doing stand-up and I was just doing stand-up every night with the money I had saved. I was just going out every night and doing stand-up. And then when it happened again where I got kicked out of my house and I fucking left, Reggie said, why don't you just stay out? And I was like, you're right. I stayed at Reggie's house for like 3 days, his sister's house. And then I moved to the Valley. I just showed up like, because Reggie's sister didn't want me there anymore. I just showed up to the Valley and was like, hey, can I live here? You know, kind of thing. And then figured it out. I got a job at Universal Studios and then I started doing cocaine out there. I forgot why I was starting to tell the story. There was a point at the beginning.
I asked you if you thought that them kicking you out of the house led you down a darker path or did it help you?
No, I mean, none of it helps. I don't think it helps to be an asshole. Don't be a fucking asshole to your kids. That's...
I don't know, but you were being crazy too. You were being a bad kid too.
I would argue that the crazy came later. Mm-hmm. Like me spiraling out into this fucking dude running around Hollywood doing cocaine and shit, like that came after the fact.
Yeah, I had a friend who was my neighbor growing up and he was cool, he was awesome, but his mother would kick him out every month to the street. And I used to just like, even growing up, I was like in middle school, I'd be like, I couldn't even comprehend like a parent doing that. And he would stay with us for like weeks on end and stuff like that. But sometimes he would just leave, you know, obviously being so distraught that his mother kicked him out, he would just leave and he'd be gone for months. And then I reconnected with him like towards the end of my high school years. And he was just a completely different person. Cause I'm like, of course he is. The fucking streets raised him. You know what I mean? His fucking, you know, he probably had his own Reggie that was like also on some, you know, some bad shit who was just like, yes, just stay with me. You know what I mean? And yeah, dude, it was just like, I just can't fathom. I'm sorry that happened to you, dude. That's just really, really fucked up. Ooh. I just can't fathom like a parent doing that. And then you hear these stories about like, you know, kicking out gay kids and stuff like that. I just can't fathom, man. It's just
Joel, did that happen to you?
It doesn't click.
I never got kicked out as a gay kid. I never got kicked out
as a gay kid. No.
Well, I can see, let's say, if I had a kid and then he started acting up and being crazy into drugs. Not that you did this, but I'm saying if I had a kid who would have listened to me, fucking do drugs, fucking was acting out, yada yada. I can see myself being like, all right, I'm trying so hard with you. I'm trying to look after you. I think I know what's best for you. You're not listening to me. You're doing drugs. You're hanging out with the wrong people. Yada, yada, yada. I can see me getting to a point where I'm like, all right, maybe not they're 12, 13, but like 15, 16, 17. I'm like, all right, figure it out. Because I'm giving you everything and you're fucking sucking the life out of me. You're fucking doing this, you're doing that. I can see myself being like, all right, dude, get out of here. Especially if you have older brothers and sisters too. Like, I'm like, dude, get out of here.
But see, the whole thing about breaking the cycle or whatever the fuck you want to call it, dude, is the fact that you're not talking about yourself. You're talking about somebody else, dude. You're looking at your kid and being like, why is my kid such a fucking piece of shit? As opposed to being like, what am I doing wrong?
What did I do? Yeah.
What the fuck did I do?
How did I fuck up so bad that my
and then so answering this question that Melvin's asking me, what do you think it's right of your parents to do that? It's like, I don't care what the fuck my parents did. It's like, now it's like breaking that shit and being like, what was my part in all of that? Right? Like, that's the main thing. Like, I was a fucking asshole, you know? And if my parents were in this room, they'd probably be like, yeah, you fucking were. But they will never look at themselves in the mirror from my perspective. And that's, at the time, that's completely true. They would never look at themselves in the mirror. They would only see like every single fucking, like, you know, micromanaging of me being like, this isn't right. Like, you know, it's left foot first, right foot second, you know? And they would take it to the nth degree. You know?
I can see that. Definitely. I don't know. I mean,
it's like in AA, you have to clean your side of the street. It doesn't matter what the fuck was done to you, ever. None of it makes sense. Yeah, you could be like, if I put myself in the headspace of a parent at 6 years old and doesn't know what to do, like, I don't know. I don't know how to I don't know how to solve that problem. I can't make my parents better ever. I could only see like, oh, I did this and that probably caused them to act out in this way.
Yeah.
You know, I fucking wanted friends, dude. I wanted friends and I got in trouble for that too, you know? Like I wrote a paper in school saying how I had no friends. And my dad fucking yelled at me all night about, yes, you do. You have this guy. You have that guy. You have this guy. Like, you don't know how they treat me, you know? It just never made any sense. And none of it ever made sense. But what made sense to me was what felt good, dude. And fucking drinking feels good. It's like doing cocaine feels amazing. The best good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense out of everything was that I wanted to feel good, you know? That's it.
I felt that way too when I grew up. But I kind of dealt with it a little bit differently. Because I had like, when I was younger, I used to skate a lot. So that was kind of like my outlet. I was young. I was skating and then fucking go to the skate park. My homies all skated. For me, it was just kind of outside activities because, you know, I had friends. I don't know what you went through. My parents were very strict. My dad was very strict, like fucking angry Mexican dude, the typical angry Mexican dad. And my mom was like she's soft, quiet lady, but she's also very strict in a religious way, which was kind of like scary in its own way. So I don't know. I don't think I was a bad kid or anything, but I just found an outlet, which thankfully I did, you know, and skating was that for me as a young kid. I don't know if you had anything like that besides like doing like drinking or some shit. When did you start drinking?
My dad gave me a drink when I was 15. When we went to a quinceañera, he said like, don't tell your mom I'm doing this, whatever, and gave me a beer. And I had a beer with him like behind a pillar.
Yeah. But is that when like you started drinking?
I didn't start drinking until I was 17. Everything fucking kind of cracked off when I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
I did acid for a whole summer, and I fucking I didn't want to be home anymore. Like I wasn't welcome at home, dude.
Yeah.
You know? That's just how it felt. So I started to go out, and I didn't start smoking weed till right after I graduated high school. I graduated high school at 17 years old, and the day I graduated, basically, I smoked weed for the first time. Mm-hmm. And then that whole summer, like a week later, I got a Disney pass and did acid at Disneyland. And then until I started college, the night before I did college was the last time I did acid. And then I would just jam every day. I would just play music every day for like 8 hours and just veg out. Not veg out. I just played music. That's it. Yeah. My whole thing was playing music, you know?
What about you, Marvin? What did you have when you were younger? What outlet did you got?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Like what we talked about earlier, where like maybe you should, you know, have a physical activity. It'll make everything a lot simpler. Basketball, dude. I played basketball for hours and hours and hours. And by the time I got home, I'd be so tired and just so relaxed. Cause after working out, you get like a relaxation.
Yeah.
Yeah, basketball for sure. And then once basketball was kind of, competitive basketball started fading away from me, that's when I found stand-up.
Yeah.
So, you know, stand-up, watching comedy specials, going to open mics, going to do shows and all that stuff, hanging out with fellow comedians, writing a lot, you know what I mean? That was kind of an outlet for me. Yeah, and I think that's what I was going to ask you. Like, do you think if you would have found stand-up at age 20, 19, 20, 21, do you think things would have been different?
I think things would have been a lot worse.
You think so?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Because, I mean, when I started doing stand-up, I was fucking pretty bad. Like... I found stand-up before I found cocaine. So maybe I would have found cocaine earlier. I'd probably be dead. But or is that even true? Yeah, that is true. Because I started doing stand-up before I moved to the Valley. And I don't know. No, I don't know. Because I found music. Dude, music was my dude. Bro, I was going to be a musician. Like 100%. Until the day I got fired from Chipotle. Even then, I would still play music. Like I have videos of me playing music on stage, doing stand up, and then somebody told me like, don't incorporate music until you're good at stand up, and so I never did it again.
I didn't know that. You should do that.
No, awesome. It's Talking about hack. You fucking,
That's awesome, dude. A guitar and
I think it's dope. Like Morgan J. He does it really well.
Dude, Morgan J's, yeah,
he's amazing.
Yeah, he could do that. Something like that.
There's another guy. He's like a Filipino dude.
Oh, I know you're talking.
Yeah, that guy's really fucking incredible.
I did
too.
music wrong though, dude. Like the way that I see it now is like a hobby, and I could be normal thinking that way. I was not a normal person playing music. There's nothing normal about it. It was obsessive, and it's not conducive. Like with podcasting or with stand up, all these things that I do now, it's kind of like I have an experience of my desire to be a musician, to kind of like ground myself when it comes to this stuff, where I'm like, okay, probably not going to be the best stand up in the world. You know what I mean? Probably not going to kill it like as bad as you want to, But like, I remember telling friends of mine when I was a musician, where I was like, I never want to regret a single day of my fucking life. Like, I'm going to be a musician. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And just driving everyone away from me at the time. And
Well, what would drive them away?
my just obsessiveness. I was just obsessed every day. Like, just like I do now, like I do stand up or whatever. Like when I started doing stand up, it was every day. It had to be every day.
Yeah.
And when I do podcasting, it has to be every day. Everything has to be done according to schedule, like at these times, because I'm climbing a ladder. You don't want to sit on a ladder and just like not go to where you're trying to go to.
That's a good thing though.
What? No, well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like having that experience as like my desire to be a musician, driving everyone away from myself.
Yeah.
Literally, just like nobody cared for it.
Yeah.
My homie John was like my homie for a long time. I moved, so I don't see him anymore. He has his own house now, but like he was the only one that was able to make me laugh about it in a way.
Yeah.
Like it was never funny to me. It was not funny. I fucking hate Parks and Recreation because of that guy with the guitar and like how everything's so important about music. Chris Pratt's character. Dude, when I watched it the first time, I got so pissed. It's like, how is this funny? This is not funny. Just like bastardizing art and like someone's love for it in a way.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But that's how crazy it is. That doesn't make sense, dude. None of it makes sense, Anyways. Yeah. I mean, I'm passionate. I'm a passionate guy. And I really want to do something. And like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But that's also cringy in a way.
How is that cringy? Like, everybody who's successful in what they do is this way at to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Like you can't be great at anything without fucking desire to be improved, desire to fucking just be the excellent or be the best version. Like just to be the best, you know what I mean? Maybe you won't be the best, but you'll be the best you could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I want to fucking be amazing guitar, I'll never be Stevie Ray Vaughan or Jimi Hendrix, but I'll fucking be the best I possibly can.
Yeah.
And it might not be fucking incredible, but I know I tried my hardest,
But it's a collaborative effort. Everything is collaborative. Even if it's just stand-up comedy, it's a collaborative effort. You have somebody like that needs to laugh.
Yeah.
And it's outside of yourself. It's not one person ever. It's never one person. And it's just one person that's driving himself insane. This is why I can't sleep. Like I think about Un Poquitos. They're fucking bitch asses, dude. And it's like how fucking far we could have gone together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like that one thing, that obsessive thing that got rid of it all. You know? I needed them to be ready. I needed them to be better than what they could offer.
Yeah.
All that stuff. It fucks with you. It's just not healthy. It's never healthy to be so obsessed with something. You have to have some sort of realism about it.
I think it's healthy to be a healthy obsession is good. Like with this, you want to be as great as it can. And let's say with those people, you had they were part of this, and then you wanted them to feel the same things you did about the show, care for it as much as you did, and they didn't, or maybe they didn't put the work in as much as you wanted them to. But once that, I think it's very healthy to hold on to that. Because I still feel sometimes you do hold on to it.
I mean, I can't. That's why I can't sleep at night. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you need? Like, what do you need to do to get kind of let go of that?
What's the solution?
Yeah, what's the solution?
Well, the only thing is like having a sit down with Dominic and finding some closure. But it's like
I was gonna say jack off.
Getting some closure from the whole situation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I found them to be parasitic, which is why I didn't want to work with them.
Yeah.
And I asked them not to beg. This is like a reduced version of everything. I asked them not to beg. I didn't. At the top of the show, you guys know how it is. Like when I do the top of the show, it has to be. I have you do the top of the show a lot of times, and I apologize for that. But it has to be fast. It has to be less than 30 seconds because time is money. And I'm asking the audience to listen to something that they probably don't want to hear. They don't want to hear about the Patreon every week. They don't want to hear about merch available because they're already fully aware, the returning audience, I don't want to talk about tea for fucking 3 minutes at the top of a show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all that's very important. You know what I mean? And it has value because I created that value. I tell you, no, I don't give a fuck about flavors. I want to hear the promo code and we're moving on. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything has like a way of it getting done, right? It has to be concise. It has to be worthwhile. I'm not silencing you, you fucking cunt, So I found them to be parasitic. They wanted to they were like dying to beg. They wanted to beg. They needed to talk about it for 3 minutes, dude. 3 minutes. Come on, dude. Like this one's tastes the bait. Like pointless when you're producing a show, right?
Yeah.
Like as far as producing goes, it's very pointless, very just draining and not effective as far as trying to actually get sales.
Yeah.
And as soon as I cut them off, the first thing they did was fucking beg. They were held off of begging for so long that they just exploded as beggars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what do you mean?
they called me a fucking thief.
Oh.
And they started a GoFundMe. They started a Patreon. You know what I mean? They
meant like in person. They started begging you to talk about the tea.
No, they begged for money. It's all about money, and then obviously we don't mesh. It's not about money for me. You don't have to fucking believe me. It's not about money for me. I'm doing this because I love doing this. I'm excited to do this. We have to do some things in order to do the thing we love to do. We have to do this concise thing at the beginning. We cannot expound on how great the merch is, how all these things. It speaks for itself, and then we get to do the thing that everyone else loves too. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to make it make sense.
No, I do. I understand where you're coming from, but we've talked about, and you said it right now. You feel like you need to talk to him and maybe air things out.
But that's why I'm going with this whole parasitic thing. It's like I had to go through whatever I had to go through with everything, all these numbers going down and everything, in order to get away from a parasite.
Wait, so do you want closure with him?
I'm dying for some sort of closure in a way.
Closure's not real, dude.
No, I know.
You have to get closure within yourself.
But the thing is, the solution.
Yeah.
That's where this whole thing started with. The solution. What is the solution?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The solution to me is doing better. If it's not having closure, it's just not. I know for a fact, the one thing that happened was everything that happened, right?
But is it better, just in general, better than them?
No, just doing better as an artist, having my art
yesterday.
Was that
better than you did yesterday?
Yeah, but honestly, just numbers go up. You see improvement, you see growth. Those things feel like you're actually accomplishing something. What's it called? What was it? Okay, but the whole thing about having closure with him, it's just the thing happened. He called me a thief. He said that I silence people. He said all these terrible things about a terrible person from the outwardly view of things. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened since then, right? But it's just I don't feel like I'm myself anymore. And that's the only thing that happened since then. Mm-hmm. It's something that weighs heavy on me, and I don't know how else to solve it other than talking to this guy.
Then why don't you just talk to him?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm doing things to talk to him eventually. Yeah.
Eventually, what do you mean? Eventually, and how much time?
February, I think.
February.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Why February? Because for me, if I had something like that where I felt the way you feel, I'd just probably want to talk to him as soon as possible.
Yeah. But that's like saying I want to smoke weed right now. We should go get some. You know what I mean? To me, I know that I wanted to do this thing, and I talked to Brendan. I talked to my girlfriend. I talked, and I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know if I will or not, but I'm trying to do the steps necessary to make it happen. It's just a matter of, does it need to happen? If I have a date in mind, then you'll know by then. So February is 6 months away from the whole thing that happened. So 6 months time to really sit with it. I already talked to Brendan about, coordinating something with Dominic and to hopefully find some sort of closure, but it's nothing about working with him again. It's just literally just talking about it, telling him what he did or how I felt, Brendan walked in on me at my lowest moment, dude, inside of my apartment. It's I wanted to fucking kill myself, dude. It's like I couldn't. It was just I didn't want to do anything else, you know. And I like it's the repetition of behavior where it's like nobody wants to be around you again, you know. That's just like the saddest thing for me, you know. I hate that. It reminds me of my mom and my dad, all those feelings of just isolation. Nobody wants to be around you again, and this is gonna always happen to you, you know. It's just like a very low feeling.
Well, I think it'll be good for you to talk to him. I know you said in February because I don't think you'll get the closure or what you imagine for closure, but I know you'll feel better. For sure, you'll feel better. Because I feel like the stuff you tell us or close friends, you need to say to him how you felt. Just not even, maybe you shouldn't be mean or whatever.
No, but my idea of closure is just saying like you lied to me and start to expound on the lies, listing them. And if he cuts me off, that's the closure. I know, dude. I fucking know. You lied about me, dude. That's it. That's closure to me. If you can't even hear the fucking things that you lied about, that's all I need, dude.
Yeah.
You're living in this fantasy, you know, and I'm glad that I'm away from you. I'm away from you now.
Yeah.
You know, it's just still like a decision I made with my girlfriend where I told her I'm going to do this, you know, and then everything else happened, you know? So in my sense of closure, that's the objective, is just to express myself. And if I can't freely express myself, then that's the closure. That's it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Would you listen to him if he has stuff to tell you?
No. That's it. That's my idea of closure.
Why wouldn't you listen to him?
Like I said, if I'm able to express myself, we can have a conversation. Yeah. But that's it. If you can listen to what the fuck you did from my perspective of things.
Yeah.
Because there's only like 4 people that know, like us 3 and God, you know, then I'm willing to talk about it. It's just, you know, you can mentally trip about it all day. You know, I don't think he'll like what I have to say.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in what he has to say. He told everyone already.
Yeah.
It's true.
If you can't tell me that shit man to man, dude, it's like that's, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even mean like in a machismo sense. Like let's handle, like we'll close the door and beat the shit out of each other right now. Like,
yeah.
It's just like there's a communication breakdown and everyone found out.
Yeah.
You know? That's fucked up. Anyways. But yeah, that's why I think I can't sleep. What about you guys?
God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, figured it out.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the sooner you do that, the better you'll feel.
And the other option too is that, like, you know, we do have a conversation. He's able to hear me out. He's able to see his part in things if he does or whatever. I can't tell you if he does or not, you know? And then I'll tell him, like, I would love to come on your show because that would do numbers, you know?
Be crazy.
That would be good. That would be good for them. They're not coming back here. And that's that, you know?
Yeah.
That's a wild thought though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think when you guys sit down, if you're able to just say how you feel without like I said, like saying a name or something, or like you're like saying like, oh, you're a fucking bitch for doing this. You know?
Yeah.
Just saying like I was bummed out because you did the video, they did that, and then like you did this to me, and I felt this way. Instead of being like, you're a fucking bitch, you're a fucking fake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call him a bitch or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's literally what he said, and in what my eyes, what truly happened. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think personally, as a fan of you guys, I think you going on Un Poquito would I'd tune in as soon as possible, dude. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be, as a fan, that'd be next level entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything about it, dude, is just so hurtful. And I could be conceited, I could be a narcissist or whatever it is that equates to it being as hurtful as it was and lingers at times. Dude, like my whole thing, I think I told you this, is that when I work on Isimo hard, dude, it all comes back to me, dude. It all comes back to me, everything about it. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude, you know? Like, it seems to be pointless in a way. Like, you know, if you do the same thing expecting a different result, you know, it's kind of like insanity. And I've tried to change a lot of things with Dominic or with Daniel and you. And you guys kept telling me how crazy I was.
When?
Or, you know, I would be like, you know, the reason why I would want to do it this way, because like I've had issues before about it. And you guys would be like, what the fuck? But it's also just like colloquial speech, you know. Yeah, come on, dude, chill. You know? Specifically, I can't tell you. It's just a lot of things that were in my mind at the time. Wanting to talk, as opposed to being kind of militant in a way and being like, no, let's go here, kind of like diverting attention, just like letting things be how they are. And I just lost part of myself, I think, in doing that, I would like to get back to myself. I don't want to talk about Brendan Schaub every fucking week, I didn't want that to be something that we do every week, but I kind of let go of a lot of things, and I just became a leaf in the wind and just like let everything happen around me in a sense. And I've never really been that guy, but also like, the guy that wants things to be a certain way artistically, right? Same thing with music, same thing with like comedy, things not going my way. I get pissed off at the audience, right? On stage. That's kind of therapeutic in a way to kind of realize how crazy I am when I do these things. Like when something's happening with music and I'm not doing something correctly, like my friends were the same way. And we would kind of like, chastise each other in a friendly manner, It's just all of it. It all made sense to me that it's like, take a back seat and just like see what the fuck, what should actually be done. What is like, know your role in a sense. Like what role do I possess? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't really make a lot of sense sometimes.
No, you make good sense. Make perfect sense.
Nobody says anything. You make sense. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I feel like.
I mean, it's yeah.
I feel like you need to get these out, man. Get these things out,
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of this you're going to cut.
No, I mean, this will be Patreon. I just won't cut anything.
Yeah. Okay,
Just
cool.
put it all out. Just put it all out.
Yeah,
just put it all out. Like, fuck it, dog. Like, this is.
That's what I just
It's the beginning. It's
Like,
the
for
beginning of the
public.
year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, dude, it's the beginning of the year, bro. Just let it all out. Let it all out, bro. Like, this is. You're airing your grievances, bro. This is your life, bro. Like, this is not like, yeah, this is a comedy podcast and everything, but this is our life. Like, this is what you're going through at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to talk like this. You have to talk out loud like this. And I know that you, dude, it was from the very beginning when I started doing this, you've been struggling, dog. You've been struggling with trying to find a good pace, trying to rebalance yourself, recalibrate. And with the whole when me and Daniel were doing it, like, we didn't look at you like you were a crazy motherfucker, bro. We were just like, okay, like we knew what you just went through. So we were like, all right, let's if let's say
Your mic, push that in. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
It was going to cut out.
Yeah, thanks. And like, let's say like we started seeing you get, like a little antsy and everything. We're like, all right, Gerardo, let's just all relax.
Oh, it's not even on you. Sorry.
No, it's okay. And like, let's just like, it's like, let's just, it's Gerardo's trying to recalibrate right now, dude. And the best that Daniel and I could do is just be funny when he presses record. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's important to just fucking talk it all out, dog. Because if you don't talk about it, it'll fucking consume you. Like it's been consuming you. You haven't been able to sleep, bro. You haven't been, you have to, bro. Whether or not you put it all out, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to
If I put this all out publicly, it'll be called Un Poquito-Isimo.
Fuck it. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Dude. But like you guys always say, be vulnerable, bro. And it's just like, if, it's...
that's to you.
Mostly.
Yeah. But I feel like if I had something public like that done to me, I would want to talk about it in public as well.
Yeah, I know. And then you're not even saying anything bad. You're just saying you were hurt, basically. And also, with podcasts, a lot of people do them, yada, yada, yada. But like, I feel like with a lot of people, if it were to end, like their podcast, they wouldn't really care because they're just kind of doing it for like maybe the wrong reason. You genuinely love podcasting and you put so much time and effort and your heart into it. Like even with the Josh Gerardo thing, like you put so much of you in there. So when that, you guys went separate ways, like that fucking hurt, and I saw that. And then when you guys initially with the original Isimo group, when that started falling apart a little bit when you guys went separate ways, it hurt you because you put so much of yourself into these projects. It's not just fucking a podcast. You're like, oh, we're just gonna do it for make money or for fame. It's like you generally just love the art of podcasting, making people laugh and being silly. So it's not just so when you talk about it in a way oh, this fucking hurt me, I believe you and I feel that because you're not doing it for the wrong reason. You do it because you genuinely love doing this shit. So I just feel like you shouldn't cut any of this out. Because you're just you're just being honest, and you're being vulnerable. You're being truthful. And then, like, I don't know how much of this audience has seen how much it affects you. Maybe like when it was, because when you guys broke apart, I used to watch every single one. Like the ones you kind of talked about everything. I watched every single one. And then I think people saw that, but maybe now this audience now that we're growing hasn't seen like how you actually felt about what happened. And maybe it's good that they see this and how much you care about this and how much it hurt you and yada, 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 you know?
Yeah.
Basically, people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about cocaine and stuff, but whatever.
But just specifically about like what happened with the podcast.
Yeah.
With the original version.
Yeah. I mean, if I put everything out, I put everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just going to be a long sit down. But yeah, that's just, I mean, I talk about this stuff behind closed doors because that's this, dude, I just love being a release for people.
Yeah.
And maybe I need to release some things myself, but I have my own outlets, just like maybe Isimo could be an outlet for however many people.
Yeah.
And I never wish to become a beggar, which is what I think Dominic and Ryan are. I'm not a beggar. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it, but if you look at the facts, it's like the number one thing that would have made their hearts happy was money, and if I do put this out publicly, then I would like to say that I did pay them.
Yeah.
I paid them when it was appropriate. I put in many fucking work hours. I was the only one living on my own.
Yeah.
And to expect that much work to be put in for something that will benefit you in the career that you're choosing as an outward appearance to everyone else.
Yeah.
You want to be a comedian. This is going to be the best fucking way for you to get a good jump off point.
Yeah.
There's some sort of fealty that needs to be paid in that. And communication, yeah, I could do that better. But everything's happening so fast, dude. Especially at the time. And it's all like, just like saying that I don't want to talk about things at the wrong time. Oh my God. But I'm sorry. My mind's starting to think about putting this out publicly, and I said something about Brendan and stuff,
Yeah.
So that's why, sorry. Just like I'm saying things like I need to talk to Brendan privately about these certain things. There's a time and place to do it, especially when you're producing a show. You don't do that before the show. I got really mad with Dominic once because he had something to say before a show. And I told him, and I was like, okay, yeah, because we're going to do the show. And that's what the energy is before. I used to do this with you and Daniel. This is one of the things I'm trying to stop doing, is that like before we start the show, you have to make me laugh, like genuinely make me laugh. Or not me, but like all three of us have to laugh genuinely.
Yeah.
That's like one of the things. It's like that we have to do that. We have to do things concrete at the beginning, and then we can start the show, It's just, I don't know how to say it. There's just integrity in what I believe to be integrity, And it's also secret. It's like, what were they saying before this fucking thing started rolling, I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
You guys make me nervous and wanted me to put this out.
No. There's some stuff you might have to cut. You know what I mean? But
No, just fucking text Brendan. Hey, I talked about you in the fucking podcast. What'd you say? And just tell him.
Yeah.
You gotta be upfront with people, dog. It's like,
well, the audience doesn't need to see this, though. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'd beg to differ. I think they would love that.
Beg to differ.
I think that would beg to differ. Yeah.
I think it would be Netflix. No, but I feel like the audience will. I mean, they like you, dog. They want to see all sides. You don't always have to be. I mean, I know. I mean, This is primarily being funny and silly show and being fucking hilarious, right? And talking shit. But you say people come. You want to be escape for people, and just because you're not being funny doesn't mean you're not an escape. People still tune in just to hear about life and being and how we deal with things because they're starting to like us. So we don't always have to be like hilarious every single second for people to come and
just
be
because
like,
you're real on this episode doesn't mean you have to be real every other episode. But you could be real this episode and never be real again. Like it's.
But I am like don't try to pull the curtain back too much because I am real. Like when I say shit like about Uno or whatever the biggest moments of my fucking podcasting career have been.
Yeah.
That's real shit that I dealt with in this funny way. And it's packaged for you, the audience, in this way. And that's the art of it, in my opinion. And the off the fly stuff is generally golden, and you're sifting for gold in the water. But the things that are prepared are things that come from a very real place.
But just like you said, bro, it's packaged. The gift is packaged. The gift is you. The package is the funniness of it all. But people come for the gift. They don't, the package is nice, but they come for the gift. You get what I'm saying? Like whether it's packaged in a funny way, in a sad way, in a nice way, in a sweet way, they still just want the gift of you, So
Yeah.
Crazy. I also said I didn't want to talk about Brendan shot for 10 minutes every week. I'm like, Brendan's not on the Patreon, dog. We can put this on Patreon. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, listen, the podcast is going to get better. I've been at odds with doing Isimo for the last month, I'd say, where I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. I'm pretty sure I told you and you on separate occasions. Where like, I just don't feel like doing this ananymore, dude.
No, you haven't told me.
I did tell you, but I might have made it cheeky or something. But it's just like, I did tell you on the phone. I remember the phone call. Where I was like, I just don't feel like doing anything. Telling you why, like I wasn't making a clip for that week. Yeah. Cheeky. So obviously not like dead set. But I do want to do it though. That's the thing. It's not completely black and white, to be honest. And even when I told you, I remember when I told you, I kind of said it to see what you would say. When you were coming in the door, and I was like, I just don't even want to do this shit tonight, kind of thing. And it's just, it's the honest truth at times. And only because of, just, dude, when we started doing Isimo together, I was doing a great job. But at the same time, it's just like eating me away. Like this perception of who Gerardo is, And how public it is now. Where, I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than that. It's just like, is this really who I am? It's like finding out who you are, online. It's like, is that who I am, dude? But then having to pinch yourself and, just, I don't know. There's just like, I was there too, man. And that's how it is, in my opinion. And you're watching me stay up at night right now, where it's like, dude, none of this is true. I didn't silence you. I produced a show, I didn't steal money from you. I gave you $100 a week after we got to that point where we're able to make that much money, and then I also laid out a plan for the next objective because my objective as the producer of the show was to get my friends to $100 a week podcasting, which is something we did for fun at the beginning, and then it moved into, I started to lay the plans out to get $400 a week. That's the next step. We need to make $1,600 from this podcast every month or every week, which is what, some $6,000 odd a month. And then that's the next objective. And that's the next celebration. The first celebration was 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Took them out to eat. And, we all had a very expensive meal, and it was nice and it was fun. And it was like lighthearted and just like, I never imagined myself getting that far. It kind of expounded upon that. Like there was the next objective was 1 million views on TikTok, and without even, we got to 26 million views on TikTok. Like none of it made sense. None of us deserved it. From coming from the person that was watching it happen and honestly manufacturing this reality that we became part of. I made it. I watched it. I watched it over and over again, and I made sure that it was exactly what I wanted out there. And then it was exactly what everyone else wanted. And then taking my inventory and saying, how can I replicate this? And trying my best every fucking day to replicate that. And succeeding at least 6 times after the fact, from a producer standpoint. And I just don't understand how that's stealing money. All of that is just like glossed over when you say that I stole money from you. Right? Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's demonizing for no reason, dude. Why make a demon out of me? And dude, they tried to kill me. That's how I see things. Like even when I'm in my lowest point, when I'm staring at my computer screen, not wanting to do anything and not wanting to do any of this shit anymore. It's just, that's the constant thought is that they're trying to kill me, and that's the best thing they've done so far because I'm here not wanting to do anything anymore, So anyways, it's going to be public. Just kidding. I don't know. I'm not making sense. I'm afraid I'm not making sense.
No, you're making perfect sense. You're just saying how you feel, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, join us next week. Next week's going to be Hokey Pokey-Isimo. We're going to play Hokey Pokey. And we're going to turn this stuff around. That's what it's all about. We're going to do Twister-Isimo next week.
Twister-Isimo. Yeah, this will be good.
They call me Yellow Hands, dude. I'm always on the yellow polka dots.
I'm blue hands. I'm blue balls. They call me blue balls. I'm blue balls. Because I'm always like about to bust. What do they call you?
They call me just
Red Dick.
Yeah. Big ass fucking aggressive ass dude.
What?
Red dick?
They call
Wait,
him
big ass what?
Aggressive guy?
In Twister?
Yeah.
You better believe, brother. I'm fucking aggressive as shit in Twister.
And you know what else is closure in a way?
Yes.
I go right back to it. 20 minutes later, right? Is that like 2 days before I told him I didn't want to work with him anymore.
Yeah.
My chair broke, dude. My favorite chair, dude. My chair that helped me through everything, dude.
Yeah.
My fucking chair broke 2 days before I told him I didn't want to work with him anymore. And tomorrow I get a new chair that I just bought.
Ooh. Hey. This might be the best part of your life right now with this new chair.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for a new chair. This chair sucks ass. I can just hear. You hear that?
Yeah.
It's ready to go, dude.
Oh, that chair was like broken, dude. The one that you had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the most comfortable chair.
It was really nice. Even when it was like all the way back, it was fucking.
Yeah. And I threw it away.
It's good. It's good. We're gonna do with this one.
Throw it away. Fuck this.
Throw it away.
Fuck
Throw it
this.
away.
No, I'll probably keep it for like if somebody comes on the stream and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, if you made it this far, just comment below. I don't feel comfortable putting this out,
You should.
but
There's some
and-
parts maybe when you're like, fuck that bitch. Maybe cut those parts.
No, I'll keep it all in.
Did you say that? I don't remember him saying that.
I'll keep
I
this
think you
whole.
fall asleep. You fall asleep for like,
Yeah, when the camera was on me for a while, Melvin was asleep.
Dude, closure's not real.
I don't know whether I should like split this in two parts so that it's like I don't know,
how long is it now?
2 hours.
Dude,
Fuck
it's
it.
good.
2 hour special, baby.
I listen
Start off the year with a fucking bang, bro. Hell yeah,
I
brother.
listen to a
Let's do
2-hour
it.
podcast all the time, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we're gonna do some more solo stuff, me and Joel, because it doesn't like to come over to the apartment even
Yeah, 'cause
today.
It's too far, even though it's like literally 20
Yeah,
minutes
on the
away.
phone, I told him I was like, "Can you just come over to the apartment today?" And all I heard.
What
was,
did I say?
All I heard was, yeah. All I heard was. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I'll save this for the next episode, bitches. Fucking bitches.
Sorry.
You want to say something?
Not to you.
Oh shit, that hurt me. That hurt my feelings. All right, go.
I'm just kidding. This is twitch.tv/Isimo World. That's all we got to say.
I mean, I said it on the Conspiracy Isimo episode at the very beginning.
No, I said it.
What?
Wait, no, I don't know what we're
lizard.
talking about.
What? He thinks I'm talking about lizards still.
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I said it at the beginning of the Conspiracy Isimo, but I love everyone that listens to the show. Wow, I said that really fast.
Yes.
And I really mean that. There was no incentive to do that whatsoever. I tried to just find a good moment in the run of this show to let you guys know that, because it would have seemed very awkward to do it in front of New Beginnings Isimo. But
Yes.
I love everyone that listens to the show. You guys helped me through a lot, and I hope the feeling is mutual. And yeah, and I love you guys too, dude. Melvin and Joel.
I love you, man.
You bitch.
I love you, dude. I love you,
Well,
Jerry.
lizards aren't capable of love, so.
Jerry Bear, I love you. I love Jerry Bear, dude. I love Gerardo Alcron.
He's like, I'm a human. I'm a human that loves Jerry.
I love you guys too, man. You guys are very good people. On the Discord, on the comments, you guys are amazing.
Twitch.
Twitch.tv/IsimoWorld.com.
No, the Eastern people are just the fucking best, man. I love you so
Yeah.
much, man.
Thank you, bro. Love you, dude. Love you, dude. All right. Well, have a good rest of your days. Peace out.
Bye.